Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Pluto of Pluto's Muse here, back with another timeless pick a card reading, and this one is in honor of the 5/5 portal that is occurring on May the 5th of 2026. Now, you can watch this reading at any time and it may still resonate. This could be a year from now, this could be a couple days after the portal, who knows. These are general messages, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. You have 3 options to choose from on the screen. Please choose more than one if you feel drawn to more than one. And if you enjoy this reading, please like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bells, check the description box down below to book a personal reading, and book a personal reading if you need further guidance. All right? Let's get started. Hi, pile 1. You're the pile that chose the Azurite crystal. All right. Before we actually get into your message, we're going to channel, or not channel, I already channeled. We're going to talk about what I channel off of your crystal, and then we're going to get into a year of positive thinking, the like affirmation, or I don't know what to call this book, an affirmation or book with excerpts that may be relevant to you at this time and whenever you see it. And then we'll get into the oracles and tarot and things like that. But for those of you that chose this crystal, your throat chakra could be significant. Somebody in here, the color blue, of course, could be relevant, but blue is also the color of the throat chakra. So your throat, maybe what you're drinking currently, what you're saying currently matters. This may be a good time for you to use certain mantras or have some sort of like affirmations to manifest a certain reality for yourself at this time, or be mindful of what you're saying around this time. But for others of you, you could actually be having issues with your throat. So I'm getting like, stay hydrated, drink your tea, drink your water, drink your juice, whatever it is that you drink. I'm getting like you should be drinking that right now. But yeah, so we got throat chakra blockages, emotional and intuitive blockages could be significant in this pile. Atlantis, the city of Atlantis, the city of Atlanta, mermaids could be significant. I'm getting Aquarius, Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Cancer could be relevant in this pile. Could be placements that you have, or you could be dealing with someone with these placements. The goddess Athena may be significant. I'm also getting Greece, Rome, sirens, like mermaids and sirens, or actual sirens could be significant. Singers, hypnotic voices, ASMR, podcasts, YouTube could be significant. Indigenous tribes, Native Americans could be relevant. Any indigenous tribe though, any native land could be significant in this pile. China is also relevant, and then artists and painters are relevant. Also, angel number 444, 44, 8, and 9 could be significant. 45 could be relevant as well. All right, so those are the things that I channel off of the crystal. Take it how it resonates. I don't know where it resonates, but maybe something about what I said resonated, or could be things that have recently been significant to you. All right, now we're going to shuffle the year of positive thinking. This is a coffee table book, again, with affirmations or little excerpts that are meant to be positive for you guys. And it is by Sydney Spiegel, okay, if you're interested in this book. So let's see what comes up from my pile 1s. Pile 1, what messages do we have right now for you? Pile 1, we have July 5th, July 6th, July 7th, and July 8th as relevant dates for you. All right, could be relevant this year. You could be a Cancer, could be dealing with a Cancer. Also, this is on page 132 and 133. 133 could be a relevant angel number for you. But it says July 5th, speak it into existence. Can't make it up. Somebody in here, affirmations are important for you around this time. Mantras are important. Conversations that you have are important. The things that you speak over your life and other people's lives are important. Words are spells. So pay attention to what you say. But it says July 5th, speak it into existence. Words are, in not my so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic. That is a quote from J.K. Rowling. Somebody could be into Harry Potter. Somebody could be an author. I'm also getting someone could be from the UK, or the UK could be significant for someone in here. It says, speak your dreams out loud as if they were already true. Believe in them and remind yourself of them daily. Mind you, no, not mind you. Some of y'all be like, mind you, no. I'm not getting mind you. It says, when you do, the world around you will begin to co-create the vision of reality that you had the courage to speak aloud. All right. So whatever it is that you believe is true, whatever it is that you say, it can be real. It can be real for you. It may be something that will manifest, but you have to be mindful of what it is that you're saying, because some of y'all could be speaking negativity over your life. Some of you are saying a lot of positive things, and all it is a matter of time and space for these things to come into fruition. So never feel like you need to think small or speak lowly of yourself. Pile one. You also have July 6th. It says resentment won't serve you. Resentment has no good purpose. Unfortunately, the only one who feels the destructive effect of its power is the one who is resentful. At as best you can. For some reason, okay, my throat is being weird in this pile. It wasn't being weird before I got in here. But also, I feel like I'm saying certain words wrong. Like I saw mind you, and then I wanted to say at best. Like, is somebody having a conversation? I feel like somebody's having a conversation. Either you are having a conversation with someone. Like, okay, so let me just get this out the way. Because even with this resentment thing, that's what I kind of got when I said, mind you. Mind you, in a conversation for me, I'm not sure about who's in this pile if you use the phrase mind you. But mind you, in a conversation to me, is kind of like somebody's complaining. Somebody's, like complaining or venting about something. Because a lot of times when I use mind you or somebody else uses mind you, it's like a mind you, this person knew better. Mind you, this is my, we've been in a relationship for this long. Like it's like a remind you. Let me remind you that this person should have done something differently, or, this is the circumstances we're in and this happens. Somebody could be having a conversation like this. I don't know if you are having conversations like this where you're like, mind you, or if somebody else is doing this. But, and then even with the at best that I was about to say, at best also makes you think about that Aaliyah song. But she's saying positive things. She's like, you're a positive motivating force within my life. Somebody could be a Capricorn. At your best, you are loved. Somebody, you may need to listen to that song, or that's like an example of positive things to say. But when I see at best, I'm also getting like, again, somebody's saying like, this is the best something could have been, or this is the best they could have did, or this is the best that I could do, or I'm getting like complaining. Somebody in here, somebody's complaining either about you, or you've been complaining about somebody, or somebody is like venting to someone. I'm getting that energy. I know it might seem random because, like, it could just be a mistake, but something about the vibe in this pile feels like complaining. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, it says, as best you can, let it go. Okay, so as best you can, let it go. I'm going to read that statement one more time. Resentment won't serve you. Resentment has no good purpose. Unfortunately, the only one who feels the destructive effects of its power is the one who is resentful. As best you can, let it go. K-Pop 1. You also have July 7th. It says, you are too big for boxes. Do not shrink to fit into boxes that are too small to contain all of your magnificence. All right. Yeah. Maybe somebody in here, maybe you have a big personality. Maybe you got a lot of energy. Maybe somebody is complaining about this. Maybe some of y'all are complaining because people are not allowing you to be yourself or to shine how you want to shine, or I don't know. I'm getting like some of you, people could even be trying to put you in a box. Like they're trying to label you a certain way or make you shrink yourself for them to be around you or something like that. Or somebody's talking about somebody. I'm getting gossip in this pile. Okay. So with that blue crystal, I'm also getting gossip. But yeah, I'm getting a weird vibe all of a sudden. You also have July 8th. It says, optimism is not self-deception. Optimism is not about providing a recipe for self-deception. The world can be a horrible, cruel place, and at the same time, it can be wonderful and abundant. These are both truths. There is not a halfway point. There is only choosing which truth to put in your own personal foreground. That is a quote from Sonia Lyambursky. I think that's how you say it, quoting Lee Ross in The How of Happiness. Some of you could be like very optimistic about your future, very optimistic about your goals, about your dreams and things like that. And you have naysayers because somebody is complaining about you. If this isn't you that is complaining, somebody in your energy is complaining about you. Maybe you are at like, not at war, God forbid, but yeah, maybe some of y'all are like at war with somebody, or maybe there is some sort of conflict between you and this person. But and you could have resentment towards this person, but I don't feel like it needs to be as heavy as it probably feels. Some of y'all need to focus on yourself around this 5-5 portal, because 555 can also be a number. It's normally a number of change, but sometimes it's also tied to conflict. 5 is a number of conflict. It's not the easiest of changes. It's like change that also may follow some sort of like breakdown, or like there's a reason why something had to change when it comes to a 5. So, and I mean, change is, again, something that happens all the time. It's a very natural experience. But for this pile, I'm getting like something in your life may change or has ended. And it definitely changed or ended for a reason. But how you choose to handle this ending, or how you choose to handle this conflict, is going to be up to you. Numbers that are significant in this pile, I'm seeing 30, 31, and 43. Somebody could be an Aries or Pisces. I'm seeing Sagittarius out here. Someone could also be an Aries or Taurus, Cancer or Leo. Okay. But yeah, I'm getting this energy in the pile where there's conflict that you're in with somebody. Pile 1. You're either currently arguing with someone, or this person is mad at you, and you're being advised around this portal to let it go. Let it go. You got other things to focus on. You got other people to tend to. You have opportunities you need to be taking risks on, right? You got other things you should be investing in. And if you're investing in some sort of conflict that you have with someone, yeah, Cancer could be significant. This card just popped out. Cancer placements, or Cancer season, or I don't know. You could be a Cancer. They could be a Cancer. But I just feel like something does not need to be the focus right now. A lot of you are trying to get on the highest path that you can, because you're in some sort of transition phase. Like there's new energy coming in. Some of y'all want to make sure you get this change and alignment, or this situation aligned before the new moon. We recently had a full moon. I'm getting before the new moon. This should be sorted. You should not be focused on this stuff or on this conflict or whatever it is. Some of you need to transmute whatever type of conflict or energy you're facing through exercise. Okay, or writing, like creativity, writing. Again, we got the throat chakra, so maybe some of you guys are speakers, poets, writers, again, singers, I don't know, rappers. You need to use that type of medium to transmute this energy. You don't need to argue with someone, or if someone's trying to get an argument out of you. You don't need to argue with this person. Some of y'all may not even need to talk to this person. Yeah, I'm seeing the 7 of Cups in reverse. Something could be revealed, or you know the truth about something. Maybe some of y'all even know the truth about this person talking about you, or I don't know. I'm just getting you need to focus on yourself. Purple could also be a significant color. Okay, purple also makes you think about the crown chakra, third eye chakra type vibes. So something about your intuition. Trust your intuition on this. I'm going to shuffle off camera, come back, and then we're going to talk about it. Pile 1. This message is so clear cut. This is so clear cut. Now, pile 1, I'm not going to lie, y'all. I'm almost a bit confused about who is the antagonist here. Is it you? Is it someone else? Is this a two-way street type of thing? Are you and this person triggering each other? I don't know. I don't know. But I kind of get the vibe that the message will still resonate with what we talked about prior to me pausing the video. However, I'm getting a mixture of energies. Now, signs that are super relevant in this pile. We got Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces. And the fixed signs again. Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. And then Capricorn and Sag. I know I already named those signs, but that's what's coming up. So, pile 1. I feel like somebody wants to argue. This could be someone in your energy that is watching you online. For some of you, this person is going to try to argue with you online. For others of you, this person could live at a distance and they want to come your way and argue. Like somebody is just ready. Somebody is ready to argue. Some of y'all, this is you. You could want to argue. You could want to talk. You want to say something. You could be subbing someone. You could be in this energy where somebody is making very impulsive decisions, either online or just in general. Somebody is feeling impulsively argumentative in a situation when it comes to a cycle that is closing. I feel like a cycle is closing. Some of y'all, a cycle is closing between you and someone else, and either you feel triggered by this person closing out this cycle, or you are the one closing out the cycle and somebody in your energy is triggered. Because I kind of get the vibe that this person wants to speak to you, or I get the vibe that this person wants to talk to you again. This could be like a romantic interest. For some of you, this could be someone that is, if it's not a romantic interest, it feels like that though. If it's not a romantic interest, this could be someone that wants to meet up with you, talk to you again. I'm really just getting that vibe. They want to get your attention. Somebody wants to get your attention. Why is this here? Yeah, somebody wants to get your attention. This could be you. You could want to get someone's attention. You could be trying to push and prod and get someone's attention that currently is not focused on you. Maybe this person is getting attention in other areas of life. Maybe this person is focused on other areas of life. But I kind of get the vibe that somebody feels like another person is not paying them any mind. If this isn't you, this could be someone else. Somebody else in your energy is trying to get your attention. Okay? This person may feel like you are currently in alignment with success, abundance, prosperity, commitment even. Like if this is like a love interest, like an ex or somebody from your past, there's this vibe where like some of you could be really focused on yourself, your career, your growth, whatever it is. This person could even see you expressing love to other people, or maybe putting yourself out there when it comes to love. And this is someone that feels like even though you are being openly loving, you're avoiding them. Okay? For others of you, this is you. This person could be trying to focus on themselves. This person could be trying to focus on their money, focus on their growth. And they are avoiding you. They are avoiding you. If they are avoiding my pile 1s, why would they be avoiding them? Because something could feel very heavy. Okay? Somebody feels like something is very heavy. Could be the relationship in general. Like maybe this relationship is a lot of work. For some of you, this person's workload could be a lot. Like this person could work a lot and this is why they're avoiding you. Maybe what it is that you're asking of them is something that they can't provide because they're like, I'm working, it's busy, it's a lot going on. I don't have the energy to give to you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be significant, you or them. For others of you, I'm picking up on this vibe where somebody could also feel a bit guilty. Okay? If this is guilt, why would they feel guilty? For focusing on themselves? Like even if this person, even if you have conflict with this person because they're focused on themselves, I feel like this person does feel bad for focusing on themselves more than on you, but they just can't stop. Like they can't stop doing that. Because maybe they love their job or they need to make this money or they're focused on other things. For somebody else in this reading though, like I said, this could be you instead. Like this could be someone that wants to get your attention and you're not focused on them. But either way, I'm getting someone is avoiding another person because it kind of feels like the relationship has gotten very heavy. It could be many things that have gotten in the way of the dynamic. Other people, somebody's workload, other obligations in other areas of life, the baggage of the past. Like, there could be so much stuff that has happened in this dynamic, and now the connection feels heavy to this person. And this is someone that's like, listen, it's going to take work for us to build on this, and I don't really have the energy, man or woman. The reason why this message is coming up for you around this portal, though, is because some of you know this. Some of you know this. Some of you, you're the one that's avoiding this person, and you know for a fact that you're like, this situation is not it. And taking a leap of faith on this person would be reckless of me. For some of you, you might feel tempted by this person, or this person is feeling tempted by you. There's something about you that is coming off very appealing or attractive to this individual. And there's a part of you, like, somebody wants to be reckless. I feel like somebody wants to say something or like get someone's attention. Why is this here? But they like know that they shouldn't. Yeah. You got the Justice card in reverse. Yeah. And the Six of Swords. Something about the connection feels like imbalanced. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Yeah. It's taken a lot of strength for someone to like pull their energy away from this. For some of you, this could be some sort of karmic relationship. Friend, family, doesn't matter. Lover, doesn't matter. Some of y'all, this could be some form of a karmic relationship. And it's funny because I feel like if this is a karmic relationship that you've been in, either this is one that you've been in so long that it's hard for you to pull away from it, or this is one where it's like, this is your favorite karmic. This is your favorite karmic. Like, this is not a karmic relationship where you're like, oh, like, even if this is someone where you know it's just not working, it's toxic, whatever it is. This is like the person that you... like, something about it. This could be a toxic friend and you're like, oh, we had such good times and you love this person, but it's like, or even if it's not like it could still be a toxic friend. It might not even be someone you had good times with. It's just like, I don't know, you care about this person. Some of y'all love this person. Okay. Or you just care about this person. This friend, this family member, this love interest, you care. But you know something is off. Something's not right. Something isn't balanced. Yeah. Again, I'm getting this heavy vibe that it took a lot of strength to pull away from this person, or this person knows that something's off with you and they feel like it's taking a lot of strength for them to pull away from you, but they gotta do it. They gotta do it to heal, to get on their highest path. Especially if this is someone that's avoiding you because they are working or they're like thriving in their career or something like that, Pile One. If you are the one that this person is trying to avoid, you might be seeing this person grow or change or whatever it is. And there's a part of you that wants to connect with them because you desire to be a part of that. Or you feel like motivated by them and you want to be in alignment with that or something like this. But there's something that has become clear. And if you're not the one that's being avoided, again, this person knows that you are avoiding them. For some of you, this person knows that you're avoiding them because whatever type of facade they got on, it's one of those things where it's like they know that they're only portraying themselves as being in alignment with you or something like that. This person feels imbalanced without you. This person feels like this could even be a situation where, again, if this is a situationship or an old relationship or like a fling or something like that, this person knows for a fact that this is like, this hasn't gone anywhere. This doesn't have the potential of being built into a relationship, or this hasn't grown. Like, somebody is either coming back to waste your time or they know they wasted your time. Some of y'all know this person wasted your time. Some of you know you're wasting this person's time. I can't tell what I'm tapping into, whether you are the person that is being avoided or if you are the person avoiding someone. But there's a vibe here where like the truth is out. Cat's out of the bag. What has been revealed? Something about the past. For some of y'all, what was revealed was that, I don't know, if one of you were trying to show each other love in the past, someone wasn't open to it. Maybe somebody made it clear in the past that they didn't want a relationship with another person, or someone made it clear in the past that they didn't feel the same, or someone made it clear in the past that like, somebody is making it clear. If it's not about making something clear in the past, this is like somebody is making it clear that they're not going back to the past. What's been revealed may not even be that like the past was, I mean, I think the past was an issue, but for some of y'all, the biggest issue is that in the present, somebody is not trying to revisit the past. This has nothing to do with the past for this person or for you. This has everything to do with someone being focused on a new beginning. So either you are the one that's focused on this new beginning, devoted to your spiritual growth, taking new risks and working out and all of this stuff and trying to align with the healthiest version of yourself, and or this person is in that energy and you are wanting to connect with this person. Your best piece of advice here is to move forward. Whether you are the person that's trying to chase somebody that's running, or you are the person that is focused on yourself. I'm getting, don't commit to anything that doesn't support your happiness or your growth. Because some of you may feel like you already know, like somebody feels like they already know the truth. And for some of you, somebody knows that another person is not committal or doesn't want to commit, but they still want someone's attention. You know, again, this could be like a sneaky link or a romantic partner or something like that. And somebody's like, you don't want to commit to me. You just want to sleep with me. This is you or them. That's how somebody feels. Like, you don't want to commit to me. You just want to sleep with me. Or you don't want to heal this connection. You just want to have fun. You want to join me in having fun. You don't want to build a healthy bond with each other. You just want to, you don't want to miss out. You know, it's giving FOMO. Somebody could feel like another person is afraid of missing out. What's another piece of advice for pile 1 with this 5-5 portal? For some of you, your best piece of advice is like, be willing to explore the unknown. Be willing to not know. If you want answers from this person and this person isn't giving answers, live life without knowing. I know that's easier said than done for some people. Some people want to know everything. They want to know why. They want to know how could you do this and all of this stuff. But some of y'all would be better off not knowing and just living your life and going about your day and, you know, manifesting the things that you want and releasing the things that no longer serve you, i.e. this person. For some of you, this person is no longer serving you because they don't want to. They don't want to. And for others of you, this is a situation where this person is no longer serving you because you don't want to serve them. You don't want to work with them. You don't want to be around them. If you don't want to be around them, this message is just obvious. You have somebody in your energy that's trying to pull on your energy or, you know, get your attention, and you may be a little tempted by this person. You may want to talk to them. You may feel drawn to them sexually, or you feel like you have a desire to reach out to them. Again, maybe things look good on this person's end and you're feeling tempted, but you know better. So you need to trust your gut. You're on your highest path as well, and you'd be best if you focus on yourself. But for others of you, if you are the person that's like chasing this person and this person is not reciprocating, or, you know, I'm kind of getting like, I keep getting like the phrases like I said, the cat's out of the bag. I'm getting like the jig is up. Like the jig is up in something. Somebody in this dynamic could have got caught being in a third party. All right. If this is like a friend situation, maybe somebody is getting caught up because there's some sort of gossiping going on amongst a friend group. Maybe some of you aren't talking to this person because someone was gossiping or the vibes were off, like something's off within the dynamic. For others of you, I'm getting like if this isn't about someone gossiping, again, this could be like a literal third party. Somebody could have got caught cheating or exploring other options, and that's why you know, like, oh no, this isn't gonna go anywhere. This isn't what I want. You don't care about me the same way, or you know, or this is how this person feels about you. Somebody caught you cheating or making them an option, and they're like, oh no, my husband wouldn't do that. My wife wouldn't do that. Yeah. I feel like somebody's like lusting after you. They want to come your way. For some of you, you are definitely the one that's been working out, or something about your body. Your body looks good. I'm hearing that part of the Kendrick Lamar song where it's like, I want your body. I want your body. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's like a clip at the bottom, like not at the bottom. There's a clip at the end. Someone else, it could be your bottom. Your butt looks nice, but I'm getting like there's a clip at the end of a song. Is it "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe"? He's like, there's like a man, there's a woman and a man, and I think it's like Kendrick Lamar's aunt and uncle, and she's like, there's a man in the background. She's like, yeah, we playing dominoes or something like that, and then the guy's like, I want your body, I want your body. And she's like, yeah, this crazy fool, like he keeps saying all this stuff. He wanna do this, but I'm not focused on him. I have to find that song. That's gonna be the first song in the channel songs. I don't know what song that is. Gemini could be significant, but I'm hearing that. Like, I want your body. Somebody wants your body. Oh Lord. Okay, let's see. Your message in this oracle. You have Amaterasu, no more hiding, and then Leah, stand your ground. Somebody's name could be Leah. Amaterasu. Somebody could also be Asian. All right. Geishas could be significant. Or somebody could be... Somebody's very pretty. Okay. There's a very pretty woman here. Very pretty. It could be a very pretty man too, but I'm getting a very pretty woman. Amaterasu says... It says, Amaterasu, no more hiding. Come out of the cave, shine brilliantly. Amaterasu is a supreme Japanese Shinto sun goddess and daughter of the creator god Izanagi. Okay, Japan significant. Says her name means great shining heaven. Japanese emperors are said to be descended from Amaterasu, and she's the highest deity in Japan. Shinto legend relates how Amaterasu retreated into a cave when her brother Susanoo began neglecting his divine role and creating mayhem. So important was Amaterasu's light that her disappearance plunged heaven and earth into disastrous darkness, Desperate for her to emerge, the deities created rituals to entice her out, including a mirror placed at the mouth of the cave. Amaterasu saw her shining light in the reflection and never hid herself away again. Some of y'all could be popping out and like getting a lot of attention. Okay, either you're doing this or somebody else is doing this, but if you are the one doing this, yeah, like maybe this person's doing this and you're like, damn, and somebody's getting your attention, but for others of you, this could be someone else, like, or this could be you. Either you are popping out and you're getting people's attention, or somebody's popping out and getting your attention. I don't know. It says something about somebody's brother too. Somebody could have a brother that's significant. I don't know why. It says you're an introspective soul with a deep and multi-layer inner life. You need time to process and reflect on life's events. Private space is vital for your well-being, It can feel safe and familiar to keep yourself closeted away, but Amaterasu is asking you to share more of your beautiful light and wisdom. You have a special energy that needs to be seen, so don't hide it. Oh my gosh, I hate that I'm missing words. What do you fear might happen if you reveal your true spirit? Does it feel as if your energy may be somehow damaged or destroyed if it's brought into the open? Or perhaps that you'll be hurt, judged, or misunderstood? Even if this has happened before, Amaterasu wants to restore your trust. She understands your fears about coming out of the dark cave and offers you her hand. Come out, shining one, she says. Remove your cloak so we can receive your inner light. You can be an important guide for others. It's safe and trustworthy out here, and you'll be met with love, respect, and gratitude for sharing. Oh, sorry. If that was a comma. You'll be met with love, respect, and gratitude for sharing what's inside your heart. The additional meanings of this card says, share your feelings openly with someone. You'll soon gain wider or public recognition for your work. Don't censor, yourself to win others' approval. The invocation of this card says, I reveal what's in my heart and it's received with love. Okay, so that's significant for somebody. Some of y'all, you need to be putting yourself out there. Again, I don't know whether you are currently devoted to yourself or to your spiritual path or to bettering yourself as a person overall, but this is a preparation season for you. Some of y'all, you about to pop out this summer. Others of you, you're just going to pop out in general. After this season of life, after this period of manifesting, you plan on, shining your light or being seen. And this is why you need to focus on yourself. For some of you, you may have a conversation with this person. And if you do, it's really up to you how you choose to operate in that dynamic. Others of you, there could be someone else in your energy. Maybe there's someone else that you're focused on or someone else that you're going to end up talking to. And you're feeling a bit distracted by someone else. Okay. Somebody's trying to get your attention. I'm hearing, I heard it, I was listening before I got into this. I was listening before I got into this pile, but I'm hearing LV bag, which has Don Toliver, Pharrell, and J-Hope from BTS. Somebody could have a Louis Vuitton bag, or Louis Vuitton could be significant. Also in the song, he says something like a Gemini. He says something about Gemini. So Geminis are definitely significant in this pile. You could be a Gemini. This person could be a Gemini. I don't know. Or somebody's a Gemini. Let's look at Leah too. He says something like his Gemini friend, his single Gemini friend. Gemini is in Venus currently, or Venus is in Gemini, currently. So there could be something about that. Maybe some of you guys are going to be meeting, dating, getting to know people around this transit. So that could be relevant. But it says, Leah, stand your ground. Don't suffer in silence. Ask for what you want. Leah is an Aboriginal Australian water goddess and guardian of women. Looking down from the sky, she noticed a group of women digging for roots in the dry desert. The men in the village had created certain rules so only they could leave the camp to get water. The women had to stay put, thirsty and dusty. Damn. That's sad. Not dusty. That's so funny. My grandmother used to know a woman who had a dog named Dusty because they found the dog in a HVAC, what do you call it? Where the air conditioner and stuff is. I don't know if that's significant. But she knew a woman who had a dog, her neighbor had a dog named Dusty. That could be relevant. Somebody's dog could be relevant if somebody has a dog. But it says, Leah decided to intervene. She went into the mountains, dug her digging stick into the ground, and discovered a water spring that turned into a river. The women, now refreshed, formed their own community with Leah as their leader. Okay, somebody in here is a leader. That's what I'm saying. Are you a leader? Are you dealing with someone that is a leader? Somebody is focused on leading right now. That could be relevant. It says you have an extremely giving and supportive nature. Everyone can always count on you to be there for them. You put others first, go out of your way to understand their needs, and bend over backwards to honor their requests. These are traits that often show up in empaths, healers, light workers, earth angels, intuitives, and sensitives. Goddess Leah is urging you to set your limits before you risk losing yourself under a pile of other people's needs, demands, and expectations. I was picking up on that. Somebody's workload could be heavy. Leah smiles widely and assertively. Damn. Leah smiles widely and assertively, claims generous space for you by pushing her stick into the earth. She asks, Are you a living saint? No. Are you being a doormat? Possibly. Do you have needs, dreams, and wishes of your own? Yes. Start putting yourself first. Ask for what you want. Ask for help and be open to receive it. You may feel uncomfortable to begin with, but my waters will enliven you. Together we'll clear stagnant patterns and find fertile new ground. The additional meanings of this card says stand up for others in human rights campaigns and or causes that highlight injustice and prejudice. I love that. It says clear stuck energy with water healing. Have a shower, bath, or swim. Visualize water as energy flowing through your chakras. Write down your blocks or fears and immerse in a water bowl to release. That's what I talked about. Somebody in here could have throat chakra blockages, emotional blockages. They're saying you need to write these things down and immerse it in a bowl of water. Interesting. I've never seen that type of ritual before, but that's pretty cool. You also have leave a toxic or stale relationship. Ugh. Come on, y'all. Somewhere in the mix, there's something toxic going on. And then you have take assertiveness training. Oh, wow. You need to work on being more assertive, pile one. The invocation of this card, it says, I claim my space in the universe. I stand up for myself. Yeah, some of y'all, no is no. If somebody's like trying to pull on your energy or get in your energy, I feel like the answer is no. Okay. Or you need to say something to somebody like, hey, listen, this is done. Okay. I don't need to be around you, or I don't want to be around you. Something needs to be said. Messages for the collective in this reading. You have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Some of y'all feel like, some of you are so used to people pleasing or looking out for people that you feel bad when you have to turn people away. Get used to it. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no sometimes. All right. Some of y'all got to get used to saying no sometimes, because there could definitely be people pulling on your energy in your environment that you don't want to talk to, or that would add burden to your, current workload or your current energy. So you'd be better off saying no than acting like you're okay or whatever it is that you're currently doing. You also have envy, and don't feel bad about it. You have envy. I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Yeah. For those of you where it's the opposite side, where you don't have somebody pulling on you, but you're pulling on someone, some of you need to know, I don't know if there's a part of you that feels like you need this person in order for you to thrive, or if you feel like you need to attach yourself to this person in order for you to have an easier life. Like maybe this person's life seems so much easier than yours right now. I kind of get the vibe where it's like the reason why it's easier or seems easier is because you are too focused on this person and pouring energy into this person. Hyper fixating on somebody is just as energetically draining as actually giving to them. Like being so focused on this person, so focused on what they got going on, so focused on them growing, so focused on them thriving. You're literally pouring into this person. This person is probably thriving and doing well because you keep thinking, oh, they're doing so well. They're living so good. Like everything in their life is going so well. I always tell people, especially in like personal readings, I'll pick up on like people having exes who think the worst of a situation. Like I'm like, oh yeah, this person thinks you're about to be married. This person thinks you're about to move on. And the client will be like, I'm not even talking to anybody, da 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 da. But I can tell in the energy that that is something that's manifesting. And I'm like, if you want to move forward and you want to get married and your ex thinks you already moved forward and you're about to get married, baby girl, baby boy, it's coming in. This is 2 times the manifestation energy. If everybody in the room thinks you're going to be a millionaire and you want to be a millionaire and you're working towards the goal of becoming a millionaire, 9 times out of 10, you're going to become a millionaire because everybody put energy in the pot. I'm getting somebody in here. You need to be mindful of where you put your energy, because you probably have been pouring a lot of energy and effort and time into this person, and they are doing well. They are doing better. They are thriving, but you don't realize that like this is energy that you could be using towards yourself. And it might be making you a little bit more envious because you're like, why is this person's life so easy? Excuse me. And it's because you are thinking that. You're like, why is my life so hard and their life so easy? Because you said that. We talk about what it is that you affirm in your life. Some of y'all are affirming that this person's doing better than you. Some of you are affirming that this person is getting good karma. Some of you, and I'm not telling you to say bad things about this person because that is counterproductive. Don't wish bad on this person, especially if you want to be around them. Like, why would you do that? If you want to be around this person, don't hope that they fail. But also, even if you want to be around them and they don't want to be around you, just move your energy somewhere else. Focus on something else. You don't need to focus on this person. Yeah, you have loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. Some of y'all feel alone. I'm sorry about that, pile. Pile 1. For those of you where this person is like chasing you, I feel like you might be thinking to yourself like, oh man, like, should I focus on this person? Should I talk to this person? I think it's becoming pretty obvious for you that there's more people outside of this person if you don't want to talk to them. And for those of you that are the one chasing, I think it's still pretty obvious that there's other opportunities outside of this person. Maybe not right now because you're not focused on them. You're focused on this person. But you can focus in other areas of your life and see that thing or see those connections thrive if you choose to pour into them. When they talk about the grass is greener where you water it, this is that type of message. Where you choose to put your focus is where things will thrive. So where are you putting your focus? You also have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that in the beginning? Did I say that? Or no? I think I did say that. Or I said that at the end or something like that. Some of y'all just don't need to know where things are headed. You just need to focus on yourself. And things will change and shift for the better. Okay? I don't know if I'm going to get a love oracle in this pile. I think I'm going to just leave it at advice. Oh, let me get self-care maybe. What's some self-care for y'all? Because in this portal, you just be better off focusing on yourself. Not because I don't want you to find love or be in love. Some of y'all could be in a relationship and this is like a past friend or a past lover that's in your energy. You know, focus on your new connection. But for those of you where you're the one that's chasing, love might not be the focus right now. Self-love would be the focus. What's self-care for pile 1? You have clear your energy field. Alone time, yes. And meditate. Also, bottom of the deck, you have aromatherapy. Some of you need to use essential oils and things like that, or incense or sage or something to make yourself ground a bit more. Some of y'all need to be a bit more grounded. Others of you would just benefit from using smell goods. Who doesn't like good smelling things? You also should sage, though. I'm seeing saging, incense, clearing your space. Again, taking a spiritual bath, shower, like that other card said. Possibly even dipping in the ocean. If you live by a body of water, you should dip in that. They're saying that's significant. That full moon in Scorpio was very significant for you in this pile. Or for some of you, some sort of full moon that could be coming up is relevant. I'm also getting the sun. Like, even outside of the moon, some of y'all need to sit in the sun. Like, and get some sunshine or get some downloads in the sun. Like, you'll get some messages from the sun. Sitting in the sun is significant for you. You need some vitamin, what is it, D? Or it's not vitamin C. I think it's vitamin D. Some of y'all need some vitamin D. You need to sit in the sun. But yeah, you got 3, 10, 2, and 35. So somebody could be an Aries or Pisces, a Scorpio or Libra, an Aquarius or a Pisces, and a Leo or Virgo. Mantra. What's a mantra for my pile 1s? LV bag, big swag on me. Somebody in here, you want an LV bag, you'll get it. You have, I recognize that I've chosen fear, and I choose again, I choose love. So somebody in here, somebody is operating from a space of fear. Some of you, if you're the person that this person is chasing, maybe you've been operating from a space of fear because you still think about this person, or you're afraid of this person fully leaving you, or some of you were in this relationship from a space of fear. You didn't think you could find something better, and that's why you stayed. But in choosing yourself or choosing better for yourself, you'll be choosing love. For those of you that are chasing, again, there's like a fear of losing this person or losing out on something or not thriving because this person isn't around you or something like that. But I feel like you'd be better off choosing self-love or loving yourself or focusing on your goals and seeing what comes from that than trying to join someone else's, party or whatever it is. Yeah, somebody in here definitely needs to love themselves a bit more. Or choose love. If you're chasing somebody and they're not focused on you, find people that want to talk to you, that want to be around you. All right? Yeah. Know when a connection is based out of fear and know when a connection is based out of genuine love, reciprocal love. Bottom of the deck, you have, I honor how I want to feel. Yes, not how you used to feel, not the patterns that you're used to. Some of y'all are used to relationships being like this, imbalanced, unrequited, chasing people. And you might have told yourself like that this is all you get. Some of y'all are like, I'm always chasing somebody. Somebody in this pile, the more I say certain things, the more I think about how somebody could like really be reaffirming this energy. Please be careful about what you say around this actual portal. Don't be like, I always end up in unrequited relationships. I always have bad friends. I always da 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 da. None of that is true. None of that is true. That is your own narrative. That is what you affirm. So be mindful of that. Don't say these things to yourself. Okay? What you want is possible. So honor what you want. Honor what you want. And don't accept anything less than what it is you want. Okay? Whew. Damn, why is the energy so heavy in this pile? Pile 1. That's all that I have. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Hi, pile 2. You are the pile that chose. Pile 2, before I got into your pile, I just took the biggest gulp of my water. I took the biggest gulp of my water. Are you thirsty? Is somebody thirsty? Somebody needs to stay hydrated. Okay. That was so good though. That's why. Did you hear me smack? Did you just hear me smack? I had to smack because it was just too refreshing. But anyway, pile 2, you're the pile that chose the jade pendant. That's like a swirl. It's like a cycle. It's giving me cycle energy. I'm not going to lie, but we're going to figure out what it's about in a second. Or portal energy, even better. Not just cycle, portal energy. Cycles are closing. Maybe starting a new cycle could be relevant, but portals are significant in this pile because this is the 5-5 portal. Now, before we actually get into the tarot, I'm going to tell you what I channeled off of the crystal. I'm going to read in the book that I have here, A Year of Positive Thinking, that I use in these portal readings. And then I'm going to get into the oracles and the tarot after. Somebody must be in a good mood. I feel good. I feel good. How you feeling, pal 2? I feel like I'm catching up with somebody. How you feeling, pal 2? Do you feel good? Because I feel good. So let's talk about what I channel off of this crystal. So pile 2, you have heart chakra. Green makes me think of the heart chakra. Your heart is significant. Okay, heart chakra and self-love may be significant. Could be romantic love, whatever it is, platonic love as well. But I'm getting self-love in this pile. Also, this is a jade crystal, which is like traditional jade. But I believe they sell both traditional jade as well as Australian jade on the Otter Spirit site. Australian jade is the bracelet that I have. I'm wearing it right now. Love my bracelets. I love these bracelets, y'all. But somebody in here, you could need to use jade. Jade may be a beneficial crystal for you, whether it's just traditional jade or an Australian jade bracelet or necklace or anything like that. Some of y'all would benefit from buying this crystal. If you want to purchase them, you can with my coupon code down at the bottom with the link inside of the description. It's right above the timestamps. But yeah, that may be relevant for somebody in this pile. Anyway, we got jade. I wrote wealth, prosperity, good fortune, good friends, good luck charm. Could be significant. Iconic energy may be significant. Somebody in here, you're an icon, or something about someone is iconic. Like there's iconic energy in the midst of this pile. I do feel like it could be you. But again, it could be more than one icon in a room. You know what I mean? It could be more than one icon in a room. So some of you could be around other icons. You could be iconic and you have iconic friends, iconic love interests. I don't know. Which also made me think about Michael. It made me think about the movie Michael. I recently saw Michael. Okay, so somebody in here, you may like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson could be relevant. The movie Michael could be relevant. Movies in general could be relevant. Somebody could be an actor, director, producer. I'm not sure. I wrote Chinese, then I wrote Korean. Okay, that could be Korean food. Chinese food could be relevant, or people. That could be your background. Also, like Korean diet habits or like Korean beauty routines could be a thing. I know that's something that has definitely like gained traction in the past couple of years, but that could be relevant in this pile. K dramas, things like that could be relevant. Beauty practices for sure. When I think about the jade, I also thought about gua shas, all right, and like facial yoga, facial routines, something about the skin and face could be significant. Detoxing could also be relevant. Drinking my water makes me think about water cleanses or water fast, or just drinking more water, flushing your system could be relevant. I also got lucky break. Okay, so with all the good fortune stuff, I wrote lucky break, good sleep, good health, fitness routines, dietary changes. This could be something that's like a focal point for you right now, or this is something that you should be focused on. Pile two, New Zealand, Australia, dreams, and the signs Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, and Leo may be significant. Laundry could be significant, like washing your clothes or new clothes or something like that could be relevant. 22, 23, 222 could be relevant. 4 and 5 could also be relevant, okay? Relevant numbers, angel numbers, something like that. Australia just made me think about Australia. Australia by the Jonas Brothers. Okay. The Jonas Brothers had a song in the past called Australia. And he was talking about how he'd wait for his girl to come because he thinks his future girl is going to be from Australia or something like that. He's like describing a girl that he's like manifesting. Okay. I actually believe Joe Jonas did end up like marrying a woman who's from, I don't think she's from Australia. She could have been from the UK. They got divorced, but somebody could be manifesting a partner, or some of y'all could be manifesting a partner. That could be significant in this file. Okay, so let's get into the year of positive thinking. The Jonas Brothers also makes me think about child stars, being on TV, Disney Channel, and brothers, siblings could be relevant. Okay. Messages for pile 2. Yeah, he's in the song. He's like, I'll just wait for her to come because he knows that his next girl is going to be from Australia. And she's so beautiful and all these different things. Like, he's daydreaming about it. So visualization could be significant in this pile as well, pile 2. Some of y'all need to be manifesting. All right. Or maybe somebody is manifesting someone just like you. Just like you. All right. Everybody is someone's dream person. And I know some people may not believe that. Somebody's like, no, like that's not true. But no, somebody in here, you need to know. Somebody in here, you need to know that somebody might view you as their dream person. Okay. Or somebody is your dream person. They don't even know. They don't even know. All right. So messages for pile 2. We have June 1st, June 2nd, and June 3rd. Is that Gemini energy? Must be. May, June, July. Yes. So somebody in here, you could be a Gemini, could be dealing with a Gemini. Venus is currently in the sign of Gemini. So that could be relevant. Some of y'all could definitely be meeting people around this time. Maybe somebody in here is trying to manifest love or manifest new connections, new friends, things like that. June 1st says, you've never gone too far to turn back. Even if you've traveled miles in one direction, you can always turn around. Okay, so for somebody in this pile, I don't know where you've went or where you're headed or what's going on, but some of y'all want to turn around. Okay, I'm thinking about that old 80s song that's like, turn around every now and then I get a little bit lonely. Something, something, something. Somebody needs to turn around, Bright Eyes or something like that. I don't know whose song that is. Who is it? I want to say Heart, but I don't think it's Heart. Somebody could like old 80s music, like retro music. I'm getting old music in general could be relevant. Even with me bringing up Michael Jackson. Yeah, somebody in here, you could like Michael Jackson, and I'm getting 80s. The 80s could be significant. 70s and 60s could be relevant as well. You could be born around that time, but I'm really getting the 80s. So Michael Jackson songs from the 80s could be relevant. And just music in general could be relevant. What else? We got June 2nd. Oh, but with that song, she's talking about like somebody coming back. Like the woman is calling someone back from the past in that song, I think. I don't know. You got to look up the lyrics and figure it out on your own time. Figure it out on your own time. June 2nd. Why is this file so funny to me? Hold on. Let me be serious. June 2nd. It says a mantra for guilt. I will not feel guilty for choosing myself first. Guilt is not welcomed here. Okay, guilt was brought up in pile 1 for a second. So somebody in here, you could be coming from that pile, or some of you are definitely dealing with a certain level of guilt. And the guilt could be coming from choosing yourself. It may not be because you did anything wrong, or if anybody else is feeling guilty, it may not be because BB. Somebody's name could be BB or BB, like clothing could be significant, but somebody doesn't feel guilty because they did something wrong, like betrayed someone. Somebody just feels guilty for choosing themselves. That could be relevant. You also have June 3rd, the old farmer. This excerpt in this book in particular is one that has been read many a times on this channel. Okay, there's more than one reading where this like portion of the page has came up. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe some of y'all are watching videos on my channel. Maybe some of you are, I don't know. Something about the past could be significant. Somebody could be reminiscing around this time. There is no retrograde, so that's just relevant. But it says the old farmer. There was once an old farmer who had worked his crops for many years. One day, his horse ran away. Upon hearing the news, his neighbors came to visit. Such bad luck, they said sympathetically. Maybe, the farmer replied. The next morning, the horse returned, bringing with it 3 other wild horses. How wonderful, the neighbors exclaimed. Maybe, replied the old man. The following day, his son tried to ride one of the untamed horses, was thrown, and broke his leg. The neighbors again came to offer their sympathy on his misfortune. Maybe, answered the farmer. The day after, military officials came to the village to draft young men into the army. Seeing that the son's leg was broken, they passed him by. The neighbors congratulated the farmer on how well things had turned out. Maybe, said the farmer. This Taoist story teaches us that fortune and misfortune are always a matter of perspective. Do you automatically see your circumstances as fortunate or unfortunate? Or are you, like the farmer, willing to wait and see? Okay, you want to know what's funny? In the process of me reading that, I felt like I was reading to a child. Okay, not saying you're a child or that you're childish, but even with me laughing, like, I don't know, somebody in here could feel very like your inner child could be active, or somebody has a really active inner child, but I felt like I was reading to a child. So first off, somebody in here could have children. Maybe you're manifesting children around this portal. Some of y'all want to be in a relationship or something. I don't know what's going on. Also, with the whole military energy, that could be significant. Somebody could have a military background. The military could be significant. I don't want to read too heavy into it, but that could be relevant for somebody. Also, Taoism is the religion or spiritual practice that has to do with the yin yang symbol. So dark and light, things like that could be relevant. Masculine and feminine energy within you and other people, but also light and dark energy within the universe. Like the way that things are balanced out, there's always a positive to a negative and a negative to a positive. That could be significant for you around this time. Okay, but also, so many things. Also, when I was bringing up the whole thing about reading to a child, in the movie Michael, I'm not going to spoil it for you, so relax. But in the movie Michael, he kept reading the book Peter Pan. He loved Peter Pan. And I was thinking like, oh, Michael Jackson's so cute. He loved Peter Pan. Who knew? I didn't know. So for somebody in this pile, it kind of, but honestly, them like continuing to bring it up made me think about how childlike he was and how a lot of people like question that. They were wondering why he was so childlike. I mean, of course, he had a really hard upbringing, which made him a little bit, it's almost like some form of arrested development. Like Michael Jackson was a bit stunted in childhood. Not like he wasn't a mature man, but, you know, emotionally, he went through so much that he kind of felt stunted as an adult. And I think he was trying to relive his childhood or enjoy his childlike energy as much as he could because he grew up fast. So for somebody in this pile, that could be relevant, but also there's like this vibe of like preserving your inner child that's significant. And you know, Peter Pan within psychology, there is a term called Peter Pan syndrome. And Peter Pan syndrome is normally, it's exactly what I just explained. It's normally the result of someone basically trying to cling on to their inner child or their youth in old age. Like acting childish, acting, immature and things like that in old age, normally as a result of something that may have occurred in childhood, whether they had to grow up too quickly or they had some form of trauma that stunted them or things like that. Somebody that just wants to be young, somebody that's afraid of aging. I'm also getting that even down to like the skincare stuff. Like some of y'all could be like really focused on trying not to age, or this is someone else, or there's something here about somebody trying to like stay young. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with trying to preserve your youth when it comes to like keeping your inner child alive or enjoying yourself. But something about that is significant. Like, I don't know if this is a negative thing or a positive thing in this reading in particular. Okay. Like somebody within a dynamic could be either being a little too immature, or somebody in here could just have like a real childlike nature that could be the result of a hard childhood. Okay. Having to grow up very young or something like that. And that makes me think about like Capricorn placements for some reason. Capricorn is Saturn. And people do say that Saturn is a planet that like normally you age backwards when you have heavy Capricorn or Aquarius placements or anything like that, or certain things in certain houses. Because you are continuously learning and like challenged by the planet of Saturn, which ultimately kind of brings like when you have to experience a lot of challenge in your life, you either go two routes. You either become the type of person that anticipates challenge, anticipates heartbreak, and might allow their reality to kind of like dim their light or bring them down. Or you become the type of person that's like super optimistic, always looking for the positive in something, because you will not let your circumstances make you be a victim. Okay. So you could be on either side of that. Some of y'all are allowing your experiences to drain the life out of you, and others of you could be learning from these experiences and basically reconnecting with your inner child as a result. I don't know. Numbers that are significant. You have 12, 11, and 17. Somebody could be a Sagittarius or a Capricorn, like I said. Somebody could also be a Pisces moon, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, but moon in specific. I'm seeing Scorpio and Sagittarius out here, and then Leo and Virgo could be relevant as well. Okay? Let me shuffle off camera, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you guys. All right, so pile 2. First off, pile 2, I didn't explain the oracles that I had at the top. I read the numbers, but I didn't talk about the oracle. So an overall theme or message that I'm picking up on this pile before I actually get into the tarot is something here around no longer seeking other people's approval. Okay, somebody in this pile, you may still be in a state of seeking other people's approval. Oh my gosh, you want to know what's crazy? On this one oracle, I didn't even realize it. There is a fairy on the card, and the fairy is reminding me of Tinkerbell. Somebody in here, you could have fairy energy, or you could have somebody around you that has like fairy energy. I'm getting like the fae. Somebody is supported by the fae, or somebody in here could have like fairy energy. Okay? Like something like that is significant. But wow, I didn't even realize this. Yeah, something about Peter Pan could be significant. Some of y'all might have Peter Pan syndrome in this spot. I'm not going to lie. Or some of y'all, you're dealing with someone like this. Or some of you are just very in tune with your inner child. I don't want to say that you have anything, because I can't diagnose you with anything. But I am getting a vibe here where somebody is so funny, because you may not even have Peter Pan syndrome or even feel connected to your inner child. Like you want to. Somebody in this pile wants to be more connected to their inner child, wants to be more fun, wants to be more free, wants to be more, connected to their joy and happy. And that's why I'm saying, like, I'm all giggling in the pile, but like, is this just me? Is this just me giggling, or is this like somebody else's energy? Like, do you want to be happy? Do you want to be, oh my gosh, my throat. Why did my throat just do that? Somebody in here, hold up. Does somebody not want you to feel this way? Why did I like choke? And that choke was not like a normal choke. Like I almost felt like somebody like, I don't know. Some of you. Okay, we're going to talk about it because I do feel like somebody in this pile, you have some form of spiritual warfare going on around you. Okay? Like you may have people that don't want you to tap into your inner child. You may have people who do see you tap into your inner child and they hate that. You may have people around you who like are triggered by you being happy or who are triggered by you becoming more awakened. And during this portal, for some of you, this could even be tied into your spirituality or your religious path or your beliefs. Like maybe some of you want to be a little bit more aligned with connecting with the divine in a more unconventional way, or like you want to feel more free when it comes to your beliefs or your connection to spirit or how you show up in the world spiritually. Okay, your guides are trying to support you too. You have support. Like even me talking about the fae, somebody in here might be like, oh, I don't believe in fairies, da 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 da. That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to believe in it, but would you even look into it? You know, are you someone that would completely avoid it because you just don't believe in it at all, or you just don't want to look into anything that seems illogical, or you've been taught to feel like none of the things that aren't in certain books or that haven't been taught to you are real? Like I'm getting somebody in here. I'm either talking to someone that has broken out of an old paradigm and there are people around you that want to keep you stuck to it, or some of you are currently stuck in one, but you're breaking out. Like you're waking up. You could be waking up in this pile too. More so than you ever have. And people are noticing this. This could be people in your family. This could be people in a workspace. This could be people in a friend group. This could be people in your family. Yeah, like I said, I'm getting something here about people noticing that you are separating yourself, choosing yourself. You're aligning more with your inner child in a healthy way. I don't feel like you're regressing. I feel like you're integrating energy. You're becoming more conscious, but for some reason, somebody don't like that. This could be a family member. This could be friends. This could be a love interest. Somebody don't like that. I wonder why somebody doesn't like it. For some of y'all, this could be a love interest. This may even be someone that you're dating or you're dealing with. Somebody, okay, let me say the rest of the signs that I'm seeing on this board. I see Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Pisces, Taurus. And those are the most prominent signs in this pile. Now, somebody in here, I feel like you're healing from someone. There's somebody in your energy that you're trying to heal from. This could be a relationship that you're healing from. For some of you, this could be an energy that you're moving out of. Like, let's say you've been, I'm hearing like the Debbie Downer or like the, like you could be a pessimist. Somebody in here, either you're moving away from somebody that like does not like the fact that you could be breaking out of an energy where you are no longer fitting into a box or into some sort of societal norm or a belief system. Like there's something that you used to be stuck in. Could even be like a state of fear that you used to be stuck in that you're no longer stuck in. And somebody is triggered by this. What's crazy is for some of y'all, this person, if this is about a religious thing, okay, this isn't for everybody, so hopefully nobody is triggered by this, but if this is about something related to belief systems and religion, some of y'all could be like around someone that actually uses their beliefs against you. Okay? So like this is someone that manipulates with their beliefs. I can't tell what the beliefs are. For some of you, this is their religious beliefs. Like somebody could be telling you like, well, you like that and that's demonic, or you like this and that's not in the book. You like this and you're doing that and this is that and this is that. And there's nothing wrong with people who believe in a specific faith. Okay, me having this whole discussion with you right now has nothing to do with me saying that somebody else's beliefs are invalid. Okay, I want to get that out the way. Like if somebody in here, like please do not misconstrue the message here. None of this message is me talking down on somebody else's beliefs or their path. However, somebody could be doing this to you. Somebody could be doing this to you. There could be somebody in your energy. And it's funny because if this is somebody that's super religious, they show up as more of a witch than you. Somebody in your energy could be very strict and aggressive and overbearing when it comes to what they believe in, how they believe you to be, what they want you to be, how they judge you. And I think you're healing from that, or you're trying to get away from that. If this isn't about religion, this could be like someone that's like, you have to do this for work. Why would you do that? You can't make money that way. You can't live that way. You have to date this type of person. Why would you not date this type of person? This is the only person you should date. You have to dress this way. You have to look this way. You have to be this way. Like somebody is a lot. Somebody is a lot. And for somebody in this pile, it's crazy because I brought this up in the full moon and Scorpio reading. This reading is overlapping with the Scorpio full moon energy, not the Scorpio. This energy is overlapping with the full moon and Scorpio energy because I'm picking up on that same Queen of Wands reverse type of vibe. Either some of you have been the type that was preaching a certain narrative from a space of, like, you know what else this is giving me too? If this isn't just about being aggressive when it comes to what somebody is preaching, I even get an energy of someone that like, it's like the blind leading the blind vibes. Somebody that didn't know no better. Somebody that didn't do the work to heal. Somebody that has never questioned the beliefs of the people around them is preaching something that they don't even believe in. Somebody is preaching something that doesn't make them happy. Somebody is preaching something that they've been manipulated into, abiding by. And I'm getting an energy here where either you were this type of person and you're healing from that cycle of your life, or some of y'all are like detaching from someone with that type of energy. Because I feel like this person has manipulated you somehow into living a life that makes you unhappy, or somebody has convinced you that like you don't deserve happiness, or you won't be happy, or you won't be happy doing that. You'll never achieve that. You'll never do that. Like, I feel bad for some of you guys. I don't know who this person is, but some of y'all have been made to feel like you can't do something, or you won't be something, or you can't have something. And I feel like because you're healing this aspect of yourself, somebody's starting to realize that you actually will have something. You actually will do something. This could be especially true in work. Some of you are aligning with the right type of people right now, or some of you are about to align with the right type of people when it comes to a job or a creative hobby or something that you want to pursue, because you've detached from another person, a person that does not believe in you. And if this is romantic in nature, some of y'all, you're going to end up being in a relationship that you're supposed to be in because you're detaching from someone that was manipulating your energy somehow. This is also giving me the vibe of like a misery loves company type of vibe. So like if you are someone that is trying to align with the love that you believe you deserve, some of you could have been around someone that like was either trying to keep up with a certain like paradigm, or again, like a cycle that everybody is in. Somebody has been trying to keep up with something that everybody is in, or what they assume, quote unquote, everybody is in, just because they were sad. Or like there's something here about this person being sad and wanting you to be sad too. Somebody wanted you to be sad too. And I think they're starting to realize like you're not about to be sad. You're not about to let this situation hold you back. You're either separating yourself from the group or you're aligning with someone. Like I still feel like you're separating from something. But it feels like you're aligning with someone or with more people that actually understand you or support you. Because you're no longer blind to whatever this person is doing. For somebody in here, you may have been swayed into believing something because of, I don't know. It's almost like somebody was using fear as a tactic. Somebody has been trying to, if this isn't you, this is other people. You know who this is reminding me of? I don't know much about her, but with this Queen of Wands reverse, I'm getting that lady. No shade, no tea. I love all the people that watch me, but this is a white lady. I don't know. I'm not trying to be shady. I just cannot remember her name right now. But her name is like something Gray or something like that. She's like that dating coach lady that was like preaching to all the women that like, don't get married, don't fall in love. If you fall in love or you get married, like you're going to get played, you're going to get hurt. Like she was preaching something super negative, but then she ended up getting engaged. Like, have you heard about that recently? Somebody in this reading, do you know about this? That lady is a Leo. You don't have to be a Leo, or she doesn't have to be a Leo, whoever this energy is that I'm picking up on. But there's like this lady, I'm gonna, what's his name? Foreign Fridays or something like that. I don't know his name. I don't know his name, but I love that man. I love him. I wish I watched his videos more, but I saw him do a video recently where he was talking about her and like what's her name? Wizard Liz and all of those people. And he is just so insightful. Like, love him, but love him for being so insightful and so just intelligent. It's an intelligent man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the thing that she's preaching, the thing that this woman is preaching is from the perspective of, I'm assuming, being jaded, or like maybe she felt like she wasn't going to meet the right type of person, or she wasn't going to date the right type of person. So she was just like, just give up on love altogether. Just don't do it. Like, you know, whatever it is, don't date a rich man. Don't deal with this type of person. Don't deal with this type of person. And then she popped up and ended up being engaged. She's about to get married. And like people were in the comments saying like, I canceled my engagement for you. I ended my marriage because you told me that marriage wasn't beneficial and you did. Like there were people who were upset with her because they felt like she was saying that people shouldn't do something, but she was doing it. Something like that could be going on. I feel like some of you are healing from someone like that. Yes, that's what I'm picking up on in this pile. Because whoever this person was or whoever this person is, they've been fear mongering. Somebody has been trying to convince people like not to do something. But again, or this is you, pile 2. All the piles have been like either it's you or it's someone else. Because some of this energy could be your energy. Some of you could be trying to break out of an old mask or an old paradigm you used to be in that you may have believed in or preached due to your own fear or misunderstanding. I think that you know for a fact that whatever it is that you are leaving behind or what you're trying to break away from is something that you may receive backlash for leaving behind, but you still feel like you need to do it. So like if you are someone that was like super in like religion, heavy into religion, was pushing religion, or maybe even pushing spirituality, I don't know. Some of y'all could have been pushing like not being in relationships, pushing, it feels like it's on the negative side of things. So somebody was really pushing something from a negative space. You're like, no, don't do that. No, we hate that. No, don't do this. No, we don't like that. No, da da da. Or this is someone else's energy. And I feel like you're either breaking away from someone like that, or you are no longer going to be like that. Because I think you're changing your perspective on something. You know what this could also be? Somebody in here wasn't addressing their shadow. Somebody in here, you might say you do shadow work, but you don't do shadow work like that. Somebody in here, you say you do shadow work, but I don't know if you really do a shadow work like that. It's like, no. You probably do shadow work, but there's something here where it's like, some of y'all didn't even realize that you were in your shadow. You thought you were being super, like, you thought you were being, like, in the right because you were being positive, or you felt like you were preaching something correctly because this is all you know, and this is what your family taught you, or this is what, like I'm getting something about somebody kind of being stuck on an old timeline. And now you're breaking out of an old timeline. You're breaking out of an old belief system, which you can. People change. People change, Baltu. So if you used to believe something and you no longer believe that, that's fine. If you used to demonize something or someone and you no longer feel that way, that's fine. It takes a strong person to put their pride aside or to remove their ego from a situation and to admit when they're wrong. Yes, to be honest about their feelings, to address their shadow, to admit that they have one. That's a bold person. That's a bold person. And some of y'all may feel like you need to be bold and admit to something, or you need to be bold and like accept the fact that you were committed to something toxic. You were invested in something toxic. Yeah. You were using your authority for the wrong reasons or with the wrong intention. You could have been preaching something that you weren't even believing in. But it's funny because the people outside of you are seeing you thrive, and or they're seeing you do something. I can't tell. For some of y'all, I feel like this is somebody else's energy. Like this, like, don't get me wrong. You still are like tied to this somehow. So there's some sort of association to this toxic person. But for some of you, I'm kind of getting the vibe where it's like, if you aren't the one that is in this toxic energy, if you aren't the one that is jaded or who's sad and misery loves company vibes, or you've been preaching something that you no longer align with, or you've been preaching something that is more toxic or fear-based, I'm kind of getting the vibe where it's like, some of you are breaking away from someone like that. And if you are breaking away from someone like that, it might really take some courage, y'all. Yeah, some of you are starting to realize that you would much rather be aligned with love or with positivity or with optimism, but from a healthy space. From a healthy space. This could also be the energy of someone that, like, again, we talk about that Peter Pan syndrome. Somebody was judging people for being, like, I don't know, lighthearted or enjoying themselves, or, you know, again, possibly being in their shadow a bit. Because, I don't know, they felt like it was wrong. But now you guys are starting to realize, like, that there's a dark and a light side to everything. Yeah. This is even giving me the vibe, like how I brought it up in the beginning where I said something about like somebody being demonized. This is even giving me the vibe of somebody like demonizing someone. You demonizing someone or someone else demonizing someone, and either you going along with them being demonized, like being like, yeah, that person's demonic. Yeah, that person's toxic. Or some of you are the type of people where it's like, or like, yeah, it's like, yeah, we hate this. We hate women. We hate men. We don't want to talk to nobody. And now you're kind of like, I don't know. You know, I don't know if I have to believe in that. I'm not as afraid as you. I'm not as jaded as you. I'm not as upset as you. Some of y'all could be in that spot. Or there's something going on here where, like, somebody could have been judging you that way. Somebody was like, oh, Pile 2 is evil. Pile 2 is demonic. Pile 2 is this. Or you believe in that? That's toxic. You do this? That's weird. And you might have fed into that at some point in time. Like, you believed it. Yeah, somebody could have really, like, tried to destroy your joy. Somebody could have tried to destroy your joy. Or maybe even made you feel like, again, like somebody else was bad, was a bad person. What's the advice for Pile 2? Your advice? For some of you, if you are receiving any backlash from people or from a person, if you try to pull your energy back and somebody's mad at you or people are talking about you, especially people from the past, hold off from those people. Protect your inner child. Hold off from those people. Focus on yourself. Okay? Don't entertain those people. Or whoever this is. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio could be significant. You or someone else. Some of y'all need to hold off from this energy because you need to take care of your inner child and love yourself. Okay? Others of you, I'm picking up on something here about you needing to take some time to heal your inner child, and that requires you pulling your energy back still. I'm getting protect your energy. Protect your energy even if you're the one that was causing the drama or something like that. So you can prepare yourself to be on your own or focus on yourself. Somebody in here is trying to separate from something or from someone. This could be from a job even. Some of y'all could be leaving a job behind or leaving a belief system behind. You know what else I got too? I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't want to tap into it. I don't want to tap into it. Why am I repeating words like that? I don't want to tap into it too much. But I'm even getting like, I said you don't want to be in someone's party. Okay, so I'm even getting something along the lines of more political things. Somebody in this reading, I don't know who I got watching me. I don't know who all is watching me, but if you are someone that is, you know, you used to support a certain person or what someone was pushing and now you don't believe in it, or now you're like, it's fear mongering, or I shouldn't have chose that person. I shouldn't have supported that person. I'm getting the vibe where like, you might be changing your mind. Some of y'all might be changing your mind. Yeah. Because you're doing more research or something. This is giving me the vibe of somebody being born into a family that is of a certain political party or is of a certain faith or just believes in something. You're in a friend group where everybody's like, oh, we're all doing this, so we should all do that together. And you've been going along with it. You've been going along with whatever type of negativity somebody's been pushing because you were seeking other people's approval, or you are seeking other people's approval. Your spirit team are telling you like to disconnect, y'all. Better days are ahead. Things will work out if you pull away from this type of energy, or you need to. Some of y'all need to pull away from these energies. This person, these people. Some of you are currently around people that you just don't align with. They're fear mongering. Or this is you. Now you no longer align with that. I don't know. Messages for the people in this pile. You have Merlin, cosmic knowledge, bottom of the deck, Hecate, past life healing. I feel like this has to do with religion. Some of y'all could have religious trauma. Like trauma around your belief systems. Okay, either because of your parents or like just how you were raised or what. I'm getting like religion, like religious trauma. Some of y'all have been broken into certain belief systems because you were told that if it was any other way, it would be the wrong type of way. And I think you're starting to realize that you're being trapped. Somebody's being trapped in something. Okay? Doesn't matter what path you're on. Even if you're spiritual, it doesn't matter. I'm getting like somebody has been trapped into believing something when they really want to have the freedom to choose their own path. Okay? Or they want to break away from the timeline where they're being forced into believing that they have to be a certain type of way. You have Merlin. I feel like that takes studying, Paul, too. Studying what it is that you feel curious about, learning your own belief system. Okay? But it says Merlin, cosmic knowledge, magic is coming. Your answer is written in the stars. Merlin represents the magician, wizard sage, and wise one archetype and features in both Arthurian legend and medieval Welsh poetry. His specialty is divine alchemy, the transformation of heavy physical matter energies into higher vibrational energies. Merlin uses the spiritual tools of a purple energy cloak and a rainbow chakra wand to bring forward universal knowledge. He's a guardian of Avalon, the multi-dimensional realm connected mainly with sacred sites in Glastonbury, England. Drop everything you're wrestling with. Leave the mind struggles. Stop trying to figure it all out. Don't rely solely on 3D logic. You need to look beyond the physical and open your energy to the mystical forces that govern our universe. This is where your answer for healing lies, beyond the veil, in the constellations and transits of the planets, deep inside the mysteries of the cosmos. You're now harnessing ancient wisdom from the Avalon mystery schools of Merlin. He taught metaphysical subjects such as alchemy, sacred geometry, astrology, divining, and energy healing. There was a vast cosmic library containing esoteric texts by divine scholars. Let Merlin help you remember your magical powers. Whatever you're seeking right now, your inner magician knows how to find it. Meditate and ask your third eye chakra to reveal what you need to know. You can visualize Merlin's rainbow light streaming from your chakras to heal yourself, a relationship, or a karmic issue. You're a wise soul with knowledge from other worlds. Trust the powers conferred by your purple cloak and crystal wand, given to you many moons ago by the supreme sorcerer Merlin. The alternative meanings of this card says, clear the energy with a person, place, or situation to experience immediate relief and resolution. Your life purpose involves using and teaching astrology, energy healing, chakra balancing, or magic. Study vortex healing. That's what it looks like. That circle thing could be a vortex. Study vortex healing, a holistic system of energetic healing from the Merlin lineage. Visit Glastonbury to reconnect with the sacred sites of Avalon. The invocation of this card says, I call upon my deep magical powers. The universe is working with me in mysterious, miraculous ways. Somebody in this pile, I feel like either there is someone that you've disconnected from or someone that you've had a rift with that, again, may have been demonized or judged harshly, that actually isn't someone that you should be judging. Maybe you should have some sort of conversation with this person or make amends with this person if they aren't actually a bad person. But for others of you, there's just an energy here, like outside of clearing the energy with someone, you could forgive this person or even forgive yourself. But you need to move forward and study. You need to start studying more about what you believe in and who you are. Because I feel like some of you have been swayed off of a path that you were meant to be on. And I always tell people, like, when it comes to astrology and your birth chart and stuff like that, I genuinely believe that it is like a blueprint. Because when I started studying about astrology, and I've been studying astrology for a very long time, when I was studying astrology and looking more into birth charts and different placements and things like that when I was younger, that took a whole lot of pressure off of my reality. Because I started to understand why I was here and why other people were here. And, it's not to say that it's just like a black and white thing where you know everything about a person based off of their sun, moon, or rising. But the ins and outs of your chart can tell you the potential of who people can be or who you can be in this lifetime. And it kind of gives you the motivation to pursue whatever path is best for you. And for some of you, maybe your path is to be more religious, right? Maybe your path is to be more traditional or a part of a group. But for others of you, your path is not meant to be like that. You might be meant to stand out or be separate from the crowd. And your birth chart probably would reaffirm that if you are willing to study it. And if you're already someone that's on that path, I feel like somebody outside of you could be learning this. Like somebody outside of you could be realizing wow, wait. Pile 2 is not crazy. Pile 2 is not wrong. Pile 2 is not bad. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should be nice. Maybe I should try to work on this. I feel like you could be separating from this person, but still these people they're realizing. Okay, they're having realizations now. You also have Hecate, past life healing. It is safe to speak. Set your inner witch free. Yes. Hecate. It says Hecate's origin lie in Neolithic goddess cultures throughout Turkey, Bulgaria, and North Africa. To the ancient Greeks, she was a sorceress, queen of the underworld, and guardian of the crossroads. On the night of a new moon, food would be left for Hecate at the intersections of 3 roads, the Trivia. Her symbols are the black crow, a cauldron of light, a key, a dagger, and a rope. When the queen of the witches shows up, it's highly significant. You're ready to confront, work through, and permanently heal age-old soul trauma arising from the historic persecution of feminine healers of any gender. You previously lived through events such as the witch hunts of the European Middle Ages and its left painful scars. You have wondrous spiritual gifts to share with the world, yet they've been buried under rocks of fear. You carry past life memories of being banished for your goddess-centered role as a wise one, witch, shaman, healer, or midwife. This old fear is very controlling, convincing you to remain silent and suppressed in this lifetime. But it's time to dissolve the chains, untie the ropes, acknowledge the wounds, and unblock the throat chakra. Brought up the throat chakra in pile 1, may be relevant. It says, remembering the lifetimes in which you were persecuted for your spiritual power can be painful, but this is a healing process. I don't know why I said that weird. Past life regression, breathwork therapy, and intuitive sessions can all help. Every step you take to speak your truth and reveal your wisdom, the more inner freedom you'll experience. It's safe to express your real voice, and your divine feminine energy is stronger than you fear. All right. Some of y'all could be afraid of your power. Some of y'all are afraid of your power. Some of you have a witch wound. Okay, I don't know if you guys know about witch wounds, but witch wounds are apparently what this excerpt is explaining, which is like in a past life, you may have been someone that did experience some form of shame or trauma around being a mystic or a witch. Some people are even afraid of the word witch. It's a word. It's just a word. You know, of course, there are people who are negative witches or darker in nature, but you being magical or mystical, if we want to label it with a term, you could label it however you want to label it. You can be a mystic, you can be a witch, you can be a psychic, you can be a sorceress or whatever it is, or a sorcerer, or you can label it whatever you want to label it. But the label does not define the intention. If you have bad intentions, then yeah, you're a shady type of mystical person. But if you have good intentions and you've studied this and you know your background and you know your story and all of that stuff, I don't see anything that separates you from being a healer. All you are is a healer. Some of y'all are healers. You're probably helping people heal with what you know. You know, if you know astrology and you're walking around telling people astrology and somebody's like, oh, you're a witch, you're a warlock, da, 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 da. But you've helped them figure out how to move forward from some sort of life block that they've had. Are you truly a bad person? I don't think so. Okay, only you can define that. But it says additional meanings of this card. Your throat chakra needs support to clear and heal. Somebody needs to work on their throat chakra. That's why I said I drank my water. Like, some of y'all need to drink more water. You need to clear your throat. You need to speak more. You need to speak up. It says learn about Wicca or rituals to awaken your inner witch or wise one. Okay, somebody in here, you may want to study those rituals more often, or study rituals that benefit your throat chakra. It says you're in a liminal phase of a process or the crossroads. Be patient. A new path is soon to be revealed. Something is coming in. You're closing out an old cycle. A new cycle is coming in. And then you also have consult with a female elder or person who embodies Hecate's wisdom. All right. Somebody is wise. You may have wise people around you that are mystics, that are spiritualists, that are healers. And you may want to talk to these people or work with these people if you are lost. Pile 2. The invocation of this card says, Hecate, I pour all my fears of being visible into your cauldron of light. It's safe to speak and reveal my truth. Yes. Some of y'all even have like a love interest or someone that you're supposed to be with that is also mystical, that also understands where you're coming from, that also believes that there's more to life than what people have already shown us or taught us. You know what I mean? You're making a way. Messages for Pile 2. Pile two's messages to close out their reading. You have happiness, and happiness came up in reverse. It says, I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. Some of y'all are miserable and you still think you're on the right path. This is not funny. Some of you feel unaligned and you're still there. That's not good. That's not good, Pile 2. This portal should be pulling you off of a path where you no longer feel aligned or happy. Yes, you have pride. Pride came up. It came up in reverse. It says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Oh, Pile 2. I feel like Pile 2, you haven't found your tribe. You haven't found your tribe. You don't feel like you align with people. You don't feel like people understand you. Some of you need to step out of whatever type of environment or comfort zone you're currently in, because the reason why you don't fit in or the reason why you don't align with certain people is because they just aren't a part of your tribe. They don't get it. Somebody else would get it. Whoever you're talking to might not get it. Some of you are around people, having conversations with people, talking to people, dating people that puts you in a state of feeling sad because you start to realize that you aren't like each other or you don't have much in common. And if this person isn't willing to compromise or adapt to your beliefs, you being around this person or choosing to be around this person could be like you trying to conform to whatever it is they believe in, regardless of whether that is supportive of you or not. To support yourself, you need to separate. Somebody in this pile. Some of y'all, you need to get out of this space of being afraid of detaching and choose yourself or something. It's okay to choose yourself. You have humor. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Yeah, somebody got you feeling sad or depressed or like, I don't know, y'all. Some of you want to be positive and upbeat and happy and like, there's a time and place for everything. There's a time and place for everything. And yes, there are times where you need to focus on things that are darker and heavier and you need to address whatever it is that's getting in the way. But then there's other times where you should be happy and focused on the positive and what's coming in. And I feel like some of y'all need to focus more on the positive than what could go wrong if you separated from someone or something. You also have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Some of y'all might really be judging yourselves harshly. You feel like you made the wrong decision in the past, whether you were connected to the wrong people or you chose the wrong person, or some of y'all just feel bad. Y'all did something that made you feel like unaligned, or you're grieving an old version of you that was unaligned. But I feel like now you're moving into a season of life where things are going to work out for you. You got a couple cards that came out in reverse, which is making me believe that these are things that you're not doing. Maybe because you feel like you shouldn't be doing them, or maybe these are things that you aren't doing as much and you need to do them more. But for your self-care, you have make an altar, dance in reverse, music in reverse, and then abundance planning. Now, I'm getting two scenarios. Some of you, there could be a group of people that you dance with or you make music with, or maybe you go party with, you hang out with, you do different things with, that you no longer align with. Like maybe some of you are more focused on your spiritual path and your money, and you need to be focused on that because you no longer align with this person or these people. Others of you, you need to find a balance between your spirituality and your regular life, or the things that you like to do for fun. Maybe you've been super focused on your spiritual path and your money, but you want to go out to dance, or you want to dance to different music, or you want to play your music, or you want to enjoy your life. Like some of you have been pushed into believing that you have to be a certain way to be accepted or to be included or to be seen as successful. And I feel like that's not true. You need to do your own thing. And if you feel called to dance or listen to music or to pray or to focus on your career, do whatever it is you see fit. Pile 2. Just make sure you're doing it from a space of self-awareness. Okay. Number 16, 18, 37, and 1 could be significant in this pile. I'm seeing Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Libra, Aquarius, and Capricorn could be relevant. Let's get a mantra to close out this pile. Mantra for pile 2. All your cards are coming up in reverse. You have joy is the ultimate creator in reverse. For some of you, you definitely need to take a second to figure out what makes you happy. Some of y'all are not happy. And this is why things aren't manifesting for you. Because you are either abiding by something that makes you sad, or you've just been surrounded by people that make you sad for too long. And now your life is stagnating. For others of you, joy is not the ultimate creator because sometimes pain is, sometimes sadness is. There may be something that you'll be able to create out of this sad time, this hard time. Yes, because at the bottom of the deck, you have my fearless freedom lights up the world. Some of y'all need to know that you being you being honest, you being raw, you being authentic is exactly what you need to do in order for you to thrive. For you to reach your level of success, whatever you want to manifest for yourself. I brought up the whole thing about Australia. Maybe some of you are trying to align with a certain type of love interest. Be honest. Be honest about who you are up front. It's going to be hard finding the right type of people to be around, or the people who you really are meant to align with, if you're not being yourself. Some of y'all need to be fully yourself and allow the right people to come your way, or allow the right people to see you or to love you or accept you. You've been wearing a mask for too long. Wearing a mask for other people, or just wearing a mask because you didn't know no better. Forgive yourself for not knowing any better or for being misinformed. And learn. Learn from this. Okay? That's all that I have in this pile. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Hi, pile 3. You're the pile that chose the ruby, and this is going to be your message when it comes to the 5-5 portal. Before we actually get into the tarot and things like that, I'm going to tell you what I channel off of this crystal, and we're also going to get an excerpt from the A Year of Positive Thinking book that I like to channel off of in these portal readings. So first off, with the red crystal, I'm thinking root chakra. Okay, somebody in here, your root chakra is significant. Your money could be significant. You needing to ground yourself could be relevant in this reading. I'm getting all things red. So for some reason, I'm picking up on so much red energy. Red roses, red nails, red lips. I also wrote fireball, like fireball the drink. But you could be a fireball, like a firecracker. Literal firecrackers could be relevant. Big red gum could be relevant. That makes me think about my grandma. So somebody in here, your grandmother could be relevant. Red hots, or like hot tamales, those little candies could be relevant. And cinnamon, because all of those things are kind of based around cinnamon. So cinnamon could also be relevant. Utilizing cinnamon when it comes to rituals or manifestation work or things like that could be significant. I'm also getting the signs Sagittarius, Capricorn, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, and Taurus in this pile. I wrote speedy or speeding up, quantum leaping. The movie Titanic could be relevant. So Jack and Rose, again, red roses, but Jack and Rose could be significant. Those could be names. Long hugs could be relevant, or hugging could be relevant. Horizontal hugging. It's like, no. For real though. Some of y'all, smacks could be relevant. Romance could be relevant. Pleasure could be relevant. Cardio could be relevant. Being in the gym could be relevant. Blood circulation and heart health is relevant. Anytime I think about heart health, I think about Cheerios, okay? Because that's just like something that has been ingrained in my head because of my upbringing. So something about Cheerios or like whole grains could be significant. Sweet talk could be significant. Passion, lust, strawberries, raspberries, Just read things again. And the numbers 48, 49, 12, and 13 are relevant in this pile. Okay, that could be relevant for someone in this reading. Now, let's get into a year of positive thinking. Messages for pile 3. What does pile 3 need to hear at this time? Oh, pile 3, we have October 15th, October 16th, October 17th, and October 18th. All right. Somebody could be a Libra. That could be relevant. You could be a Libra, could be dealing with one. It says October 15th, your birthright is happiness. You deserve happiness, and your happiness will not be born of achievement, money, and material success. Being happy comes from within. It is the lens that you view the world through. Happiness is the understanding that the world you see every day is a mirror of what you believe to be true. Happiness is a perspective, not simply a feeling that comes from having things of external value. The very first step toward being happier is believing that you deserve to be happy. Answer these prompts, but without listing your material success. I am happy because blank. I expect the world to be blank. Note where your answers are aligned or unaligned with your internal truth. Okay, so somebody in here, happiness may be a focal point for you. Maybe some of you guys are trying to figure out what makes you happy, or some of you need to reevaluate what is currently making you happy, what you attribute your happiness to. You also have October 16th. It says, begin with you. The courage that it takes to genuinely love other people comes from first loving yourself. All right. So somebody in here, there's definitely like an emphasis here on self-love or self-work, or just working on loving yourself, or recognizing that you are the root of all the love that you seek. All right. You are also the root of all the happiness that you feel. So somebody in here, I'm getting like a lot of self-reflection, introspection in this pile. You also have October 17th. It says, life is meant to be both messy and magical. Make mistakes. It means you are actually trying. Walk around with your eyes wide open and your feet firmly rooted. Stumble, fall, get back up. Cry when you must and dance when you are compelled to. Laugh. Feel anger and sadness, but allow room for joy and debauchery too. Life is both this and that, messy and magical. In finding balance, don't forget to leave space for both. Yes. You know what's funny? In the last pile, I was bringing up Taoism. Did I bring that up in pile 1 or pile 2? I think I brought it up in pile 2. I was bringing up Taoism, which is tied to the yin yang symbol. And, you know, yin and yang is normally associated with feminine and masculine energy, but also dark and light. And, you know, after the Scorpio full moon, I feel like a lot of us have been doing shadow work, or at least have like fully understood what shadow work was. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I enjoyed this Scorpio full moon. I know I dipped off of the internet. I know I dipped off and like disappeared for a weekend, but guess what? I was having a good time. I was feeling really good. I was having a good time. I was not like in a negative energy. And I know sometimes, like I was telling my friend, I was like, you know, I think a lot of times, especially in the past, when it comes to full moons, the idea of releasing and letting go and just kind of closing out old cycles, that was so daunting when you really didn't have the capacity to see yourself outside, or like thriving outside of an old way of living. You know, or like, it's like, oh, I can't let that lover go because that is the only person I've ever loved. That's the only definition of love I know. And, you know, I can't let these old friends go, and I can't let this old job go. And I can't, like, there was a point in time where it really felt like scary for me to let go of things. And I'm sure people in this reading, you definitely probably can resonate. But the whole thing is, me and my friend were talking, because I was like, girl, I think we're on like the other side of that type of mindset, because this full moon, for it to be a Scorpio full moon, you would think it would be one where it's like really ripping old energy out of your life and potentially bringing you to a dark place, or, you know, not trying to say that that's what Scorpio energy is about. Never that. But it's more so like, I would have felt like it would have hit harder in a darker way. But in all actuality, this probably was one of the most positive moons I felt. Like, I didn't feel anything negative around this moon. It actually was one that was really cleansing for me. And I have all those Scorpio lists. I have a Scorpio stellium. So I'm like, oh my God, I was like bracing myself. Like, is this going to be crazy? Like, what is this going to be like? And not even from a space of fear, but more so just like, what's going to change? But I feel like what changed was my perspective on reality. Like, I feel like I already changed. So when it happened, it was more so like, this was just a cleansing. Like, this moon did more around like changing my perspective than it actually did changing my physical reality, because I feel like I am currently, not even I feel like it, I know I am currently aligned with my desired reality. And it's only like a one step at a time type of process. Like, the more I move forward, the more I trust my gut, the more I am, you know, surprised and or excited about what's to come. And yeah, I just feel good. And for somebody in here, it's like, I think that that type of joy and that type of solace comes with knowing that there's going to be lows, but there's also going to be highs, and things can get dark, but things are always going to be bright. And that's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like somebody in here, like, you're probably like, yeah, like, yeah, like, somebody in Pile 3, you're probably like, yeah, like, I feel you, no, facts. Like, I'm getting like, yeah, like, the vibe is feeling good. Like, I feel good. And I feel like somebody in this pile, you probably feel good too, or you're about to feel good, Pile 3. Things are looking up for you. So please stay positive. You got October 18th too, and it says, shine brighter. Don't ever be afraid to shine. The sun isn't, and it rises brightly every day. Imagine that owning your light in the same way. Imagine what owning your light in the same way could do for you. Yes, like, somebody in here, you could be a Leo or have what do you call it? Fifth house placements, or there's something here about like just honing in on the fact that you are blessed. Pile 5. Not Pile 5. Pile 5 could be relevant in a reading. Some of y'all could be watching my pick of cards or something, but Pile 3, 555. This portal could be really significant for you. So listen up. Pile 3, you are blessed. You are blessed. And I don't know if some of you have been seeking love or trying to figure out whether work is going to be positive for you, or, you know, you're in this energy of trying to align more with what it is that you're passionate about or something like that. But I kind of get the vibe in this pile that things are really looking up for you, or things will really be looking up for you. So stay optimistic. You are being told to just stay optimistic around this portal. Numbers that could be relevant in this pile, I'm seeing 43, 1, 16, and 25. Okay. So somebody could be a Cancer or a Leo. Someone could be an Aquarius or a Capricorn. Someone could also be a Cancer or a Leo again. Somebody could be born in 77. Actually, oh my gosh, pile 3. You got 43, 16, and 25. That's 777. The money coming in. The money is coming in. The blessings are coming in. Some of y'all should play the lottery around this time, or go to a casino or something. You might be very lucky. You might be very lucky in this pile. Or just in general. Some of you are very lucky. Wow. Oh no, you're not lucky. You're blessed. Pile 3. No, you're not lucky. You're blessed. You could be a Sagittarius, or you're dealing with a Sag. Somebody in this pile. Life is looking good. I don't know. Like, please enjoy this happy vibe with me, because I'm definitely getting something good is coming in. Now, something that I will take away from the oracles that I have out here before I shuffle the tarot. There's something here about you being vocal, or you connecting with others, or being a bit of like a networker around this time. Some of you are meant to network, to get to know people, to stand out, to stand up, and allow people to love you for who you are. There's so much about you to love. I feel like some of you could have been in a period of isolation for a while. Like, maybe you've been hiding away. Maybe some of y'all retreated like me. Maybe over the weekend you retreated like me. You've been taking some time to focus on yourself. Some of you guys could be more focused on your, again, self-love. Maybe that's something that you have been cultivating. Or maybe you are someone that kind of feels like people don't pay attention to you. This is giving me the vibe also of someone that, like, again, maybe you have been spending time alone because you feel like people aren't valuing you or aren't paying attention to you. But there's a new cycle coming in for somebody in pile 5. I mean, pile 3. Pile 3. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Pile 3. Pile 3. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. And I'm not even drinking coffee or anything. I'm just hyping this pile 3. What reading are you watching that has a pile 5? You know what? I think I'm going to post a pick a card soon. So maybe you need to watch that pick a card. And if you chose this pile, watch pile 5. I wonder how that's going to resonate with you. I haven't done it yet, but I know that I will. I know that I will. I know that I will make a pick a card. And if I do that pick a card, then 5 might be your number. But yeah, I'm just getting a vibe in this pile that something new is coming in for you. It could literally be coming in around this portal. Or some of you, it's just like things are picking up pace. You are manifesting at a rapid pace. Okay? Some of y'all may need to wear more red. Like, red may actually be significant for you. Red nails, again, red lips, red hair. Like, if you already have it on you, you're in alignment. But for somebody in here, I'm getting like, you may benefit from wearing more red, okay? So, let me shuffle off camera, get the extra message out, and then I'll come back and interpret. All right, so pile 3, signs that could be relevant in this pile. I'm seeing Taurus. I'm seeing Scorpio. I'm seeing Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sag, Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, Sagittarius. These are the signs that are most relevant in this pile. This is a weird energy. Because I see some of you, let me clarify. Is this pile major if this is pile 3's energy? Major if that's pile 3's energy. It is. Pile 3. Some of y'all, my accent is so funny to me. Some of y'all, some of you have learned a lesson. And I feel like the lesson is very positive. The lesson has a lot to do with patience, with listening to your guides, with having grace, with enjoying your life, or understanding the deeper meaning behind things in life, and just kind of becoming a more enlightened person. Okay? And because you've been this type of person, there may be many things that you've started as a result of being in alignment with this type of energy. Ow, I just bit my tongue. Energy. Gemini could be significant because when I bit my tongue, it made me think about Steve Lacy. Let me write it down. Somebody feels bad because they didn't say something about how they felt. Okay? That actually is relevant in this reading. Somebody feels bad because they didn't say how they felt about you or about something. Okay? I am getting the energy of like somebody, they don't have to be an air sign, but somebody could be a little upset. Somebody's upset. Now, you could be an air sign too, but I'm getting the energy of someone being upset. Somebody could be upset with you because you're taking on this energy. Like I said, because of whatever type of enlightenment you've gained over the past few years, or again, now that you've reached this point where you are happy and within your life and understanding the deeper meaning behind things, some of you could be ready to like connect with new people, date new people, work for yourself. Maybe you already work for yourself and you want to expand on your business and you want to, change up your lifestyle and maybe even change locations or change up where you hang at. Like, I'm getting somebody in here, you have evolved or you are evolving. And there is somebody that's upset. Some of you could be evolved so much so that you are teaching people. You could be a teacher or you could be some sort of leader. Okay? You could be a teacher or a leader or a speaker, or maybe this is something that you want to do. There's like this energy of being inspired by what you've learned and wanting to share it with people. But for some reason, there was a period in time where you were hiding yourself. For some of you, this could even be a thing where, like, I don't know if you're in a relationship, pile 3, or if you are attracting a long-term partner right now. But there's something here about like extra emphasis on your relationships. Some of you either look like you are in a relationship, are currently in one, or you're moving into one. And there are people that are watching you, but there's like one person in particular, or maybe like a couple people in particular that are watching you that are very much so bothered by whatever it is that you're building for yourself. Somebody could be triggered by the business that you're building for yourself. Somebody could be triggered by the fact that you want to work for yourself. Some people are triggered by the relationship that you're building for yourself. Some people are triggered by the people that you are connecting with as a result of the work that you're doing on yourself. Somebody in your energy is triggered. Why is this here? Yeah, this could be somebody, I don't know if this is someone that you were in a relationship with or someone that you're no longer in a relationship with. Others of you, there's something here about somebody like being bothered by your job or your business or the fact that you don't want to work with them. You seem content and like you're moving forward, and this person could be triggered. Somebody's seeing the life that you're building outside of them and they're bothered. For some of y'all, this person wants to like get you caught up. I'm not gonna lie. There's another message in this power where like you could have somebody in your energy that's really trying to find a way to like make you suffer. Okay, this could be like an ex-partner. This could be, I don't know who this person is. Yeah, somebody wants you to feel guilty for moving forward. Guilty for moving forward. Guilty for being happy. Guilty for finding love. Guilty for looking for love. Guilty for, like, somebody wants you to feel guilty. And we just brought that up. Guilt has been coming up in the other piles. Somebody in your energy wants you to feel guilty. Yeah. I don't know if they want you to feel guilty for leaving them hanging. For some of you, this could be someone that wants you to feel guilty for outgrowing an old belief system. This is someone that is sad. Pisces, Aquarius is here. This is someone that is sad that... Why are they sad? Because something ended with you, or because you're not sad about an ending. Something that you're not sad about is triggering this person. It's like some of you could be holding your energy back from this person, or there's just certain things that you no longer entertain. Why is the invisible card up here? And this person is triggered. Some of y'all are okay. Some of you are okay with being invisible, or okay with not being seen, or you've been okay. Like some of y'all are being encouraged to pop out. You are being encouraged to pop out, or to celebrate your life, or to put yourself out there. But there's an energy here of people being triggered by the fact that you've been okay in hiding, or that you've been okay on your own, or that you're happy in a relationship. Some of y'all could be happy in a relationship. Others of you are just happy. You're just happy. You're taking leaps of faith in other directions. You're doing things that this person probably would have liked to do with you. They're triggered. This could even be people in your family, or somebody could be triggered by the family that you're building for yourself. You have a lot of people that are in your energy that are bothered by you. I keep picking up on this like trolling energy in these readings. If you're not actually getting trolled, this is like evil eye. Like some of you could be posting or talking about things online, or like, I kind of get a weird vibe too, where it's like some of you are going through some really positive stuff, while either other people are not going through positive stuff, or other people are just like experiencing different things. Like I talk about that full moon and how I enjoyed the full moon. Some of you could have people around you that they did not enjoy that full moon. They did not like the energy. They did not like the fact that they had to sit with themselves. They did not like the purging that was needed, or, you know, yeah. They might not even like the fact that you are, again, okay with leaving them behind. For some of y'all, this is an ex. For others of you, this is like family. This could also be like friends or people from the past. Some of you know what you want now, and you're focused on what you want. Or you know what you want to be like now, or you know how you want to show up now. And it's like, this is triggering. There could be a business or project that you're working on, or that you plan on working on. Maybe some of you have been hesitant to launch this thing, or to start this project, or to start this hobby, or to start your dating life again. Or like some of y'all are like worried about how other people are going to feel about this. Or you could just feel people trying to guilt you or make you feel weird. I'm getting like, go ahead and do what you want to do. You can anticipate feedback, or like people saying something to you. I will say that some of y'all, there will be people who are going to say something to you about whatever it is that you're doing, or however you're showing up. Or I don't know if these are people that want to like give you your flowers, or if these are people that are wanting to criticize you. But I do get the vibe that like you should focus on yourself, or focus on whatever you're passionate about. And avoid working on something. What's this about? What should they avoid working on? What does this mean? For some of you, if this is about past people coming back around, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What else would this be about? Yeah, it's like, don't worry about the things that... Don't worry about things that would be a waste of time for you anyway. Like, I'm getting a vibe where it's like, people want you to worry about stuff that just does not matter. Does not matter to you anymore. Does not bother you anymore. You know? Does not trigger you anymore. I feel like you're triggering people because you are at peace. People are bothered. This could even be like, if any of you own your own business, and there's people from an old job watching you, people are triggered from your old job. People are triggered from your old job. Especially if there's been anything like going on, like maybe there was like complaints about, like you complained about your old job, or something happened at an old job where it's like they blame you for how things shifted or anything like that. There's something going on here where people could be watching you or blaming you for how things have changed. Okay? But I don't know why. Because it looks like you're focused on yourself. What's more advice for pile 3? Even in your family dynamic, people could be complaining. Yeah, I'm getting like, ignore. What should they ignore? Why is this their advice? Ignore the tactics to get you to ignore what you are focused on. Does that make sense? Don't pay attention to people that want to confuse you when it comes to what is making you happiest or what is protecting your peace. Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know if people want to make you sad, or if people want to make you feel like you won't be in love one day, or if people want to make you feel like you won't go to school, or you won't be married, or you won't be able to thrive, or you won't, like, I don't know what this is about. You won't be able to build your own business. You won't be able to. You're doing the wrong thing. Yeah. Somebody in your energy wants you to be worried. Even if you're going towards a relationship, somebody in your energy is like, that marriage isn't going to work. Or nobody's going to want to marry you like that. Nobody's going to want to be with you like that. Why is this here? Really, it's something about a job, though. For some of you, people might not like your job, or people don't want you to work at a certain job, or to build a certain business, or to work with someone. Maybe there's someone you want to work with. They don't want you to work with this person. Why is this here? Something about sexual energy, y'all. What's that about? What's this about? What is this about? I'm confused. Why is this here? I don't know. What do you do for work, pile 3? I don't know if people are thinking that you're smexy. People are triggered. People either think that you're smexy, or people are like judging you for something. What is this about for pile 3? People are evil eyeing you. They could be trying to say all kinds of stuff. Oh my God, what the hell? What the hell? I keep having these weird gasp type of things going on. Some of y'all. I was going to say, somebody in your energy, there is somebody that, who is this? I don't know if somebody, I don't know if somebody, Major Arcana if this is some form of magic. Major Arcana if this is some form of magic. No. They might be viewing you as doing something, though. I feel like people don't understand how you are who you are, how you've become who you are. People are throwing out all kinds of stuff when it comes to how you've been able to get to where you are, or what you're manifesting. Like, some of you are actually in alignment with a lot of positive things right now, but you have people in your energy who are judging you for that, or who have like weird opinions about that. If you have new love, these people are talking about how you got your new love, or something weird. Like, what's more advice? When I say don't let people distract you from what you are focused on. Whatever you are passionate about, whatever you are focused on, don't let people distract you from that. There's something positive that you're focused on. Yeah, it's like, it could be something that you love, all right, or something that makes you happy. And for some reason, I feel like it's stressing people out. Or someone wants you to be stressed out. Why? Because maybe you set boundaries with people. Somebody in your energy feels like you need to be getting karma. not getting like a weird, like, is this like religious vibes, or is this like a familial thing? Some of y'all have people in your energy. This could also be an ex. Some of y'all could have an ex or somebody in your energy that's like, you don't deserve love. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve this. Somebody feels like you don't deserve what you are receiving. And they are like praying that you get karma. Somebody wants you to get karma. Why is this? They think you're toxic, or they think you're doing something bad. Like, are they worried about who you're with or where you're at, or what is this about? I'm tired of pulling. I don't want to pull no more. I don't want to pull no more. I just feel like people are intimidated by you. Pile 3. People are seeing you reach a point in life where you are unbothered, and they think that it's shady. You know why? Because I feel like some of the people that you are detaching from, or some of the people that you're not focused on, they're receiving karma. And they think you should. Yes, that's absolutely right. I just lifted the decks to see if that was true, and you got the Ace of Swords. I think these people are receiving some form of karma. And maybe they're trying to see if you're receiving it or what's going on with you, but I don't feel like you're as fazed by what's going on. They want to know why you haven't gotten hit with whatever type of karma they're getting. Messages for the collective in this pile. It's very odd. You have Mermaid of Lumeria, joy, and you have Mawu Lisa, balance. Yes, Mermaid of Lumeria. Some of y'all, you have mermaid energy. Okay? Some of you could also have a child. You don't have to have a child. A daughter in specific. If you don't have a daughter, I'm just getting like your inner child is significant. Or some of you, if you're a masculine, maybe you're meant to have a daughter. Mermaid of Lumeria. Let me read this to you. Okay. It says, Mermaid of Lumeria, joy. Drop the worry habit, embrace lightheartedness. Lumeria was a light-centered civilization where the peaceful inhabitants maintained an exceptionally pure connection to the divine. Lumerian knowledge was embedded within crystals, stones, plants, and the ocean. Mer people were an extension of the water element, vibrating to a note of pure joy. The mermaids carried the fluidity of the divine feminine and were expert at balancing energy through play, relaxation, dance, creative movement, and sound healing. They freely expressed their carefree love of life. It says, look who splashed into your life today. With a playful flick of her shimmering tail, this mermaid showers you with droplets of Lumerian light, she says. She says, excuse me, I see how much time and energy you spend worrying about the future. You're trying to control and plan everything out of fear. This approach is outworn and it dulls your radiance. I'm here to clear you of rigid, anxious patterns that sap your life force and cloud your spiritual vision. When was the last time you played and had fun? Leave work for now and let your hair down. Trust that it's safe to drop your routines for a while. Lighten up and dance with the flow of life. Joy is your birthright and opens up creative solutions. Connecting to simple joys is the answer to any life challenge you may be handling right now. Drawing this card heralds an energy shift. You've got Lumerian wisdom waiting in your cells, ready to be expressed, Let the mermaid melt away your hard edges, soften your heart, and reattune your energy to sacred joy. You're about to dive deep into divine waters that have long been calling your name. The additional meanings of this card says, practice Lumerian or mermaid meditation journeys, Sacred geometry is accelerating your spiritual development. Place pictures on your altar. Wear jewelry. Visualize symbols in meditation to activate Lumerian knowledge. It says use crystal grids to amplify your Lumerian energy. Visit or move to the coast. Express your feminine energy and sensuality. These are the additional messages. So some of y'all, you need to be expressing your feminine energy. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of you might like show up in a way where you can tell that you're loving yourself or you're being loved, or like people can tell that you're happy. And I think it's triggering someone or people. I don't know what that's about. The invocation of this card says, I create pockets of joy every day. I swim with the tide of life. Yeah, like some of y'all could be going to the beach maybe, or some of you are enjoying water, or you have this watery go with the flow type of energy, or like there's something here about you being in such a positive energy that it's triggering people. But it feels like it's triggering people because you did this on your own, or you found happiness on your own, or you weren't bothered by, again, the endings, the ending of a relationship with an ex, the ending of a relationship with your friends, the ending of a job. Like I'm getting, some of you are so happy with life, it's bothering people. Why is this relevant around the portal? Because I feel like you've mastered a level of detachment that these people haven't. And I think you're kind of in a spot where you don't have to focus on these things. If you're picking up on weird energy, it's coming from people that are upset that you're not feeling what they feel. You also have Mawu Lisa, balance. Center your energy. Seek harmony and cooperation. Mawu Lisa is a supreme being with origins in the ancient West African kingdom of Dahomey and is neither male nor female. Dahomean legends say that in the beginning of everything, there was Mawu Lisa, who had two faces. Mawu, a woman, is the female side of God, and her eyes are the moon. Lisa is the male side of God, and his eyes are the sun. This androgynous deity reminds us that balance is a central principle of the universe. Take a deep breath and come back to center. You may be feeling scattered, pulled in every direction. Visualize your energies being gathered back to you. You need peace and personal balance. Stabilizing your energy is a priority to avoid becoming overwhelmed or burned out. Yeah, people want you stressed out. Mawu Lisa represents equilibrium, moderation, and peacekeeping. They deliver a message to remain calm and composed, even in extreme situations. It's not healthy for your nervous system to be perpetually in firefighter mode, nor is it sustainable. Don't add fuel to the fire. Consider everyone's point of view and make a balanced and fair assessment. Cooperation and harmony are key principles of this card, so be inclusive and work together. It could be that unchecked egos, dramas, and gossip are at play. Oh, Lord. If you are being distracted, listen, if you are being distracted and pulled off center by energy sapping or toxic situations, both in the real world or online, make a conscious effort to create distance. Don't allow yourself to be energetically or emotionally drained. Protect your inner balance, as it's from this calm, harmonious state that you'll be strongest and wisest. Somebody in here, they are trying to drain you, boo. This is why you don't pop up. This is why you could be hiding, or you've been hiding. Some of y'all have people in your energy like, you're not supposed to hide, Pal 3. But I understand why you may be more private, either recently or just in general. Some of y'all have people pulling on your energy, or like who want to be nosy with what you have going on. It's very odd. Your additional meanings to this card, it says balance your masculine and feminine energies. The sun is active, rational, and governs doing, while the moon is receptive, intuitive, and governs being. What do you need more or less of? The key to your well-being now is moderation. Apply this to your diet, exercise, finances, and habits. And then this card also says this could be a positive message about identifying as non-binary or other gender identities and receiving support for your journey. The invocation of this card says, all aspects of my being are balanced. I find strength in my center. So for whoever that applies to, some of y'all could really be coming home to yourself. Like I'm getting a vibe where somebody is really starting to understand who they are, or what they believe in, or how they want to operate in the world, or how they choose to raise their kids, or how they want to be loved, and all these different things. And I feel like it's bothering people, because even down to the feminine energy that they're pointing out, it doesn't matter if you identify as being a masculine or a feminine or no gender at all. Some of you could really be tapping into your feminine energy. And for some reason, you being receptive, you taking care of yourself, you being optimistic, you staying in this high vibe, even when people are throwing weird energy at you, this is triggering people. This is triggering people. So during this 5-5 portal, if you need to take a social media break, go ahead. If you feel like you need to spend some time away from friends or family, go ahead. Some of y'all need to tend to your inner child. If you need to pull away from a job even, like, I don't know, y'all. Somebody wants you to feel guilty. I'm hearing a song that I plan on using on a YouTube short or a reel soon. And it's called Tonight by, I think her name is like Girl with a Sweet Voice or something like that. Girl with a Sweet Voice, something. But that song, she's talking about like connecting with someone. It's like a very lighthearted, loving type of song. She's talking about connecting with someone and having like places she goes and hides and how she's sharing it with this person that she likes. So I'm getting like some of y'all could like literally be in a relationship or connecting with someone and there's people around you that are triggered. The oracles that came out for you, you have envy. I am the same as everybody but with different challenges. Yes. Some of you, I feel like there could have been a point in time where you were comparing yourself to a lot of people. Maybe you were thinking that other people were more successful than you, or maybe there was a part of you that felt like your life was, you know, just a little bit more complicated than other people. But I think you're starting to realize that the lessons that you learn are the lessons that you are meant to experience. So you can become the highest version of yourself on whatever timeline that you're on. Your reality is your reality alone. So there's no need to compare. You also have death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yes, I feel like somebody in this pile, you have learned that it's okay to accept an ending. Things end. Things change. That's okay. You know? You're not bothered by endings. You're not focused on fear. You also have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Yes, I feel like people want you to feel more bothered. Why is this? People want you to feel more triggered. Why do people want pile 3 to feel more triggered? I don't know, pile 3, because maybe these are people that feel like they're super focused on something. They could be super focused on money. They could be super focused on receiving things. Like, I don't know if they want to receive something from you or if these are people that are like the things that you have are the things that they want and they don't know why you have them. Yes, somebody is literally, for somebody in here, there's something about a car that's significant. I don't know if you have a car, if you are riding around in your car, if these are people that feel like you got a new car, or I don't know. Somebody is triggered by something about a car. I don't know what that's about. I have no idea what that's about. But I'm getting a vibe here where it's like people are triggered by you being happy and optimistic. Bottom of the deck, you have fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Yes, some of you are choosing to stay in an energy of love rather than fear, rather than sadness, rather than pessimism. You want to love your life, or you want to be loved, or you want to love, or like, I don't know, y'all. Somebody is triggered. Feels like more than one person. They could even be triggered by your self-love. You could be loving yourself and people are like, why? Because you just do. The oracles that came out in this reading when it comes to self-care, you have be still, positive affirmations, meditate, and deep breathing. I feel like that's what you've been doing. You've been meditating. That's why I said grounding yourself. You've been grounding yourself. You've been meditating. You've been staying positive. You've been saying positive affirmations. You've been sleeping. You've been getting your rest. People are triggered. You've been going outside. You've been sitting in the sun. People are triggered. You've been very kind to yourself. You've been loving on yourself. People are triggered. You've been taking time to breathe. People are so triggered by you. Yes. I feel like it's more than one person, but there's like a couple people. Or like somebody specific. Somebody specific in your energy is like triggered. They're triggered by the idea of you being okay and them not being okay. She even says it in the song, like the song that I just talked about. She says something like she's shy. She says in the song like she only hangs out with certain people because she's shy, or she doesn't show herself to a lot of people. She doesn't talk to a lot of people because she's shy, but she wants to be there with this person. And it's like there's something here about like even people not having access to you that's triggering them. There could be people in your energy that are bothered by them not having access to you anymore, or just in general. What's the mantra for pile? Did I read the numbers off? I don't think I read the numbers off for the self-care cards. You got 4, 41, 35, and 19. Somebody could be a Scorpio or a Libra, a Leo or a Virgo, a Taurus or a Gemini, or an Aries or a Taurus. Okay, and then your mantras that came out. You have my vibes speak louder than my words. Yes. My vibes speak louder than my words. Some of you, you're standing on business. Your vibe is coming up real strong. People are viewing you in an energy where you say what you mean and you mean what you say, or something like that. Bottom of the deck, you have, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Some of y'all could be in love. Like, I don't know, y'all. Some of y'all could be in love. Some of you are letting go of the past so you can embrace love. Some of you are not. You know what's sad? I'm picking up on a vibe here where like there could be people from your past, or just people in your energy in general, that have been very much so traumatized by their past, very much so triggered, maybe even triggered by your experiences in love. And there's a part of them that assumed that you would stay down. All right. Not even just in love, in life. For some of y'all specifically in love, but in life in general. You could have people around you that have assumed that you would stay down or be hurt or never fully heal from what you've been through, even down to the people who have intentionally tried to hurt you. Some of y'all, there are people in your energy that have hoped that you would stay down bad and be sad or whatever it is about your past. And I don't think you are. I think you're okay. Or I think you will be okay. I see you moving forward and being happy and enjoying your life. And this is triggering. Owning a business, or working for yourself, or having faith in something that you want to build for yourself, or I don't know, people are just bothered. So your 5/5 portal advice is just enjoy your life and let the blessings come in how they are, and accept the lessons that you've learned, and that you're no longer facing, and be grateful for everything that you've gained. You know, amidst all types of hardship and everything, you've learned so much. So you're blessed. I literally said you're blessed. Somebody in here, you are blessed. Very clearly blessed. So never let anybody try to convince you otherwise, okay? That's all that I have in pile 5. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance.